Dude, we're getting there with these, dude. These are great. And the cool thing about that is you can change the light on it.
Oh, nice.
There's it's a button somewhere. I don't remember what it was because I got blue to match all my other stuff.
Oh, I see. I see.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't know.
Yeah, it's that button. You like tap it. Like, yeah, there you go.
What?
And it can like do different make it like throb.
That's fucking.
I think this is like throb.
Big fan of throbbing. Big fan of the throbbing light.
Oh, dude, yeah, hell yeah.
Are we on?
Yeah, we're on. Yeah, I started recording. I'll probably cut some of this out. Just we got to get some natural stuff in there.
People can know I'm cool with throbbing. It's like I was making a Batman and Robin themed gay pornography, Scatman and Throbbing. Just kidding.
Dude, so I've been let me shut this. I hope you can hear my closet door shutting. The dog can hear it, dude. No, so okay. Obviously, I'm way ahead.
I know.
I'm so far ahead, which that's okay, I guess. But so I think I'm almost done with season 5, and I was like, well, I need to let London catch up, so I'm gonna stop. And I didn't realize that the Orville is on Hulu.
Yeah, Orville. Have you just watched that,
dude? Great show.
So fucking good.
So good.
Actually, when we get done with Trek, we should watch the Orville. I
was gonna suggest that. Definitely should throw the Orville in there. Maybe.
Also, the robot in that sounds just like
Isaac.
Brent Spiner. Yeah, and it's like to me, I thought it was Data when I first seen it.
I was thinking about that. I was like, I should just go to Google or whatever and check. It's not him.
Yeah,
but
Isaac. Yeah,
Isaac has. I think they probably tried to match his mannerisms a little bit.
So good.
Just because it's an homage to Trek.
That's all it is.
Because McFarlane loves Trek, and also the reason I brought it up was because did you see? I think we talked about it last time that Frakes and Spiner have their new podcast.
Yeah, I haven't got to check it out yet.
So Seth MacFarlane was their latest guest.
Oh.
And then I was like, why am I not watching the Orville?
Yeah.
Like, I've known about that show forever, and I just never got around to it.
I didn't know you hadn't seen it.
No, I haven't. I mean, I never watched regular TV. It was on Fox. And
no, I just
never
watched it on Hulu when it come out in fucking 2016 now?
2017 and then 2022. Like, there's a big gap. Like,
it took forever to get another season, and then they canceled it. And it's probably more like Star Trek than new Star Trek is.
Oh, for sure.
It's fucking
for
insane.
sure.
Also, I love when Isaac pranks the dude that plays Steve.
Gordon.
On him. Yeah, Gordon.
Gordon cuts his leg off.
Cuts his leg off. Like he's pranked. And falls through the ceiling. And then when they get the cigarettes, those Klingon guys.
500 cigarettes.
Yeah.
Bortus. And I haven't really gotten that many episodes, and I think I'm only like 5 or 6 episodes in.
Yeah.
And
it's still so
Bortus is great. I remember seeing like bits of that show, like on YouTube or whatever, little clips and whatnot.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh, this is gonna be. I bet this is it's got like probably 20, 30 episodes a season. It's only like
it's only a couple,
15 or something.
That's
like that.
The downfall of modern TV. You wait 3 years for one season that has 6 fucking episodes in it, and if it sucks, then it's like people. Sorry, go ahead.
No. I see what you're saying. I was just saying, but like with the show. Like, all those things I was seeing, it was all stuff you would expect after a show's been on for a while, so you know all the characters.
Yeah.
Like, the one episode with Bortus and his mate having a kid, it was like episode 2.
Yeah, it's
like,
right off the bat.
Yeah, but I mean, that's Seth MacFarlane for you, though, probably.
Well, then also, this is that whole cigarette thing. I remember when I seen, what is this? It smells. This is when I seen this when I smoked cigarettes. I was like, I get it, Bortus. Yeah, I get it.
I wish I had a replicator.
Yeah, I wish I had a cigarette now. I've been haven't fucking smoked in 6 years.
But that was. I just thought it was so funny how never seen it, and then Seth MacFarlane was literally Frakes and Spiner's guest on Dropping Names. I watched that at work.
That's badass.
Listen to it, and I thought I should watch the Orville, and then we gotta get back to DS9.
Yeah,
but also so. I believe we are going to see a character in season 3, Cassidy Yates, who is the Doctor in the Orville, which is kind of funny that.
Shit!
Yeah.
I didn't even fucking think about that. Well, I haven't seen the Orville since it came out.
Yeah. So
and I never watched the 3rd season either. So
yeah, okay. Until now, so you probably didn't notice it. But.
Yeah, I need the up Hulu.
But all
That's
right, so
fucking crazy.
Let's get back to the topic of the episode. Deep Space Nine season 3.
Why is this season so fucking good? By the way, just saying,
man. Okay, so preface this is that I guess I just had seen Deep Space Nine so fast at one point when I was watching, 6-7 episodes a day.
Yeah.
Back when I first started watching it, I guess I had just gotten through it a lot faster.
It creates a fog almost.
Well, I feel like the big thing of DS9 is the Dominion War.
Yeah.
And I feel like when I watched it initially, we were getting into it in like
So
season
soon.
3 or 4.
Yeah.
But it's not until like season 5.
Yeah, because you were telling
And
me
you're
about
like,
it.
this show's almost over. What the fuck?
Well,
Like,
you were telling me about it, right? And I'm sitting here, and I'm like, I'm on like the 22nd episode. I'm like, when the fuck does this Dominion War kick off?
Yeah.
And I went through and looked at all the like episode names and descriptions, which also I'm glad to see that Dax lasts till 6th season. I thought she was gone this season.
Oh, yeah.
I had no clue.
Yeah.
Which, fun fact, who's the guy that produces this? Rob Berner? What the fuck?
Berman? Rick Berman?
Rick Berman.
Yeah.
You know that she left the show because she was trying to become come in intermittently, be a reoccurring character.
She wanted to do other stuff.
And he wouldn't let her.
Yeah.
And made her just be killed off.
Yeah.
And apparently she dealt with a lot of like sexual harassment from that dude. I had no idea about that.
I feel like he was the same one that was the reason Tasha left.
Fuck.
I'm pretty sure.
That guy, he
Rick
fucking
Berman
rules at producing Star Trek, but
He's
good
kind of
lord,
an
he
asshole.
sucks.
Yeah, he's kind of a shitty person.
Yeah.
But then again, you know, when it comes to Hollywood, all
They're
that
all
stuff, they're all pretty much probably shit in some ways or another. Even like the people we like.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's something about them that is probably not good, but you know, no one's perfect.
That's one thing
whatever.
about me too. I am not a celebrity worshiper. I love characters, but I fucking hate like people that go nuts for Taylor Swift or like, you should listen to this person because you know we're pushing it on you. I don't give a fuck. I don't care what celebrities think about politics.
Yeah,
I mean, good lord. I live in a mansion. I'm going to tell you, well, you should recycle. I bought 13 Hummers this week. Like, fuck you.
All right, but we got the Search.
The Search, part 1 and 2.
Is it part? Okay, it is part 1 and 2. I thought it was kind of like, I wrote these notes like 2 weeks ago, but I thought it was how it was. Some of the episodes we have like 2 or 3 parters that are connected, but they're not part 1, part 2. They have their own separate, you know, episode names.
Yeah.
So I thought it was 2 separate ones. But
I'm fresh off the last 10 episodes because, like I said, it's been a struggle for me to get them in.
Yeah.
And I was sick yesterday, stayed home. I watched 10 episodes of Trek, and it was fucking good time. Drank a whole thing of orange juice.
Yeah.
Drank the fucking Alka-Seltzer cold and flu.
Hell yeah. But this is the big episode of season 3 is the first episode because we get one of the best ships in Star Trek.
Which one's that?
The Defiant.
Oh, yeah.
Get the Defiant,
is fucking smooth.
Dude, what a ship.
Way later, though, I like that ship Cisco makes, but continue.
Oh, the solar ship?
That was so cool.
Yeah. So yeah, we start off with the attack. The Jem'Hadar just straight up attack the station.
Fucking crazy. They murk shit.
Destroy a whole upper pylon.
Yeah.
Dude, like that's something. That's very similar to back in TNG when the episode where the Enterprise was destroyed, quote unquote destroyed, and you're like, what the fuck?
Fuck just happened.
And then so you're coming into this and you're like, DS9 is like wrecked. It's pretty fucked up. There's casualties, people hurt. I mean, Kira's laying on next on a bulkhead. She's all hurt up and shit. Because you know, who was it? Kira, Dax, Julian, O'Brien, and Odo. Because Cisco had just gotten back.
Yeah.
Or he was coming back. What?
Yeah, because didn't it end the last season where it was him and Quark and them on that fucking camping trip, and then they meet the Dominion and the Jem'Hadar?
Yeah. Well, so I assume they went to, after that, Quark probably stays. You know, he's not a Starfleet officer, but Cisco probably goes to Earth to debrief with Starfleet intelligence, Starfleet security. And they're like, hey, stick around. We're going to give you a dope-ass ship with a cloaking device.
Where do you see this motherfucker?
Where do you see this thing? This thing that looks nothing like any Starfleet ship ever been seen. We haven't really seen a lot of Starfleet ships.
At this point.
You really haven't.
Yeah.
You see a lot of kit bash stuff that's all like, just extra parts of Galaxy classes, extra parts of Constitution, other ships that they kind of throw together, you know, from a
this thing was smooth, though.
But yeah, Defiant is a whole new type of ship. It's a heavy escort, I think they call it, if I'm not mistaken.
No clue.
Which it was made to combat the Borg, and then the Borg became not a big threat. They're like, well, this thing's overpowered as fuck. Let's give it to, we go fuck the Dominion up with
Cisco,
it.
bro.
Yeah.
Do drive-bys in it.
I mean, we... drive back Cardassian outposts and stuff. Well, the crazy thing is that it's a cloaked ship. And then we introduce Tarun. We'll introduce two characters, Michael Eddington, and then the Romulan T'Rul.
Yeah.
T-Pain.
T-Pain.
Which apparently she was supposed to be a reoccurring character.
Oh, no shit.
Seemed
like it.
Yeah. And same with Eddington. Like, obviously, a new Starfleet officer. Eddington's going to be possibly reoccurring, but
Yeah.
We already had that with Fremen because he was going to kind of replace
Yeah.
Cole Meany when he was out.
So glad that didn't happen.
Didn't go anywhere. Thank God. That guy was dopey. He looked like Doughboy.
By the way, Cole Meany gets his ass kicked this season too. So many times.
But the Tyrell character, she doesn't stick around long, unfortunately. But it would have been cool to have, since we have such a diverse cast with Deep Space Nine that we didn't really have with TNG, which I feel like TNG was a very diverse cast, but at the same time, we're in the same levels of diversity, but Deep Space Nine feels more diverse.
Yeah, Deep Space Nine doesn't have Starfleet. Like, all of the main cast isn't Starfleet, so it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, two of the main military cast, Odo, Kira,
They're
not
Bajoran.
Starfleet.
Well, Odo's a changeling, but
Yeah, they're not Starfleet. I guess you could count Quark in there. He's,
he's a fucking bartender.
Exactly, yeah. So it just feels like a more diverse cast. So it would be cool to have a Romulan, somewhat of a mainstay Romulan. And also, ironically, the lady who plays her, whose name I did not write down, she later comes back in Voyager as a baddie.
Oh.
A baddie.
Oh.
Because she is pretty attractive. So yeah. She's there to oversee the use of the cloaking device, and cloaking devices are against the Treaty of Algernon.
Yeah.
Is Treaty of Algernon?
Yeah.
That's the one.
I don't fucking... That's where you're going to lose me. Like, the specifics. Yeah. I'm like, oh, that shit blew up.
And of course, Odo's pissed off again for...
He's always mad.
He's always mad at something. And this time he's mad because Eddington's a security guy. Yeah. And he's like, oh, I'm getting replaced.
Yeah.
Expect my resignation.
And he's like, I've been fighting this for weeks, Odo. He's like, fuck you. Fuck you, Cisco. Blow me.
Dude. But the whole premise of this is... Of the season premiere is they're going to take the Defiant in there, and they're going to try and find the Founder's homeworld, and ironically show up with a gun asking for peace.
Yeah. Kind of strange.
But I mean, obviously, like, runabouts are nothing. They're just kind of great little ships for, they're like your minivans.
I was about to say, they pretty much got
minivans.
rid of a minivan.
Yeah. But the runabouts are cool little ships. I would love to have a runabout.
Well, fuck yeah. I mean,
because they have like
a spaceship in general. Actually, I wouldn't use it once. As soon as I got up, I'd be like, oh, fuck that, and just go right back. Yeah. That's horrifying. Not doing that.
Space, huh?
Let's watch Trek.
And of course, we're still bringing the main cast. Who all goes? I know I'm pretty sure everybody goes.
Yeah, I think it's most of the...
Yeah, like the whole senior staff just leaves the station.
Yeah, Cisco's like, you know what? In this dangerous mission, we'll take all the important...
They even take Quark.
Yeah.
Because Quark, they're going to use Quark to... which... I don't know how Cisco did it, but he has Zek's staff.
Yeah, he has the staff.
Yeah, and he's like, oh, the Grand Nagus wants you here.
And he made Quark kiss it, didn't he?
Yeah. Which...
Also, Cisco was like... He was like demanding with shit in the beginning of this episode.
And that's kind of crazy because... To me, because obviously Starfleet is not very non-interference. They don't like, you're not going to use another culture to get what they want. They're very diplomatic. Yeah. And then Cisco's like, no, I'm going to use your culture to get what I want.
Cisco doesn't give a fuck. That's why I'm saying Deep Space Nine is becoming my favorite series, and Cisco is becoming my favorite captain.
Yeah.
I love that he just fucking gets it done. I keep just thinking about Q being like, you're nothing like Picard. Like, 100%. He is not Picard.
Oh, no. Which, I mean, that plays into his favor. It plays into his favor, especially just with the nature of Deep Space Nine as a whole. Like, I mean, it's war. It's going to be war. We didn't see war outside of the Klingon Civil War and some skirmishes with like the Romulans and shit. We don't see full on war. I don't think Picard ever really did. Picard ever see any sort of war? I feel like he probably did.
I mean, he is
old.
He became a Borg.
Yeah, I get but full on like intergalactic war.
Yeah,
like we haven't probably had something like that since probably the Lost era, like the time between
original series and next gen.
Yeah, the Lost era of Trek that we don't see, that you see in like Generations barely.
Yeah,
so it plays in his favor, but yeah, so they're gonna go into the Gamma Quadrant. Oh Lord, and they do a couple things. I mean, we get a couple things. We get Dax and O'Brien get captured on a relay station. The end of the episode is the Defiant getting fucking rocked.
Yeah. It
is getting the shit kicked out of it.
And it pissed me off, too.
And it's like, are you going to do that on the maiden voyage of the ship?
Look, check it out. This shit's brand new.
Boom. We're already fucking hitting curbs, dude. We're already hitting curbs and running red lights. But, I mean, that's the point, though. That just shows how powerful the Dominion is.
Yeah, the Dominion's fucking scary.
They saw through the cloak.
Yeah.
Which is crazy, because, I mean, no one in, the Alpha Quadrant could see through a Klingon or a Romulan cloak.
Yeah.
Well, outside of it's happened a couple times for.
Still though, the Dominion's wild.
Yeah,
like,
dude,
they're really showing
powerful.
you like these guys are fucking probably more advanced than the Federation. You know? Like,
yeah, oh yeah, they are. But that's the cool thing though is that you're gonna see how fast the Federation advances.
Yeah, because they're ballers.
Because they're fucking ballers. But yes, so we get to the Defiance getting rocked, and we don't know what happens. We know that Kira, because Odo is like freaking out.
Yeah,
he saw like a star chart. They were talking to that the what was his name? Quark was talking with the Karama guy, and he was like showing him star charts, trying to point out the relay stations that they go to. That's where O'Brien and Dax get captured, and he is so like Odo is like fixated on the Omarion Nebula.
Yeah,
he's so fixated on it.
Yeah,
which I thought was like obviously that's where they're at.
Yeah, and he's also all pissed off still because he's getting replaced. So he's like Odo's got like all this anger in these two-parter.
Yeah.
Then we find out why he's obsessed with that shit.
Yeah. So the Kira and Odo doing okay, and that's the thing about
Odo
the Dominions.
takes him
the
like,
Dominions are supposed to be like this super like warrior race, whatever. But when they get on the ship, they disable the Defiant, they beam onto the ship, and like it's kind of
chill.
Well, I mean, they're not that good in hand-to-hand combat because I mean, our guys are
they're probably
dude.
too advanced, like to where it's like they don't have to focus as much on hand-to-hand combat.
Well, maybe they do. I mean, their weapons are pretty brutal. We're going to see how brutal their weapons are eventually, and I guess and they're not afraid to die, so I guess they don't have to.
Well, and the Jem'Hadar are like bred to
fight.
Yeah, that's all they think about.
Yeah, so they probably don't put that much stock in martial arts.
Yeah,
they probably have strength. We know they have strength, and they probably have really good stamina. But when it comes to like actual physical hand-to-hand combat prowess, Federation probably has better training because I mean Cisco, even like Odo and Kira are in that hallway there. They're beating their ass. They're fucking beating their ass. It's like 5-on-2, and they're holding their own pretty well.
Also, I gotta say, DS9, the amount of hand-to-hand combat where we see Federation just rocking shit is pretty awesome. Because like we see fighting in TNG, you know, but like
it's usually just Worf.
Yeah, it's usually just Worf or Riker gets his fucking back broken, thrown into something on a Klingon ship. But
it's backhanded over a well-placed support beam. Yeah, there's a lot of hand-to-hand combat. And, of course, everyone's like, oh, the Federation's not a military organization. It's like, yeah, but we're going to definitely...
They are.
They definitely are.
They're peaceful military. They have the Force, but they're fucking...
They prefer diplomacy first.
They'd rather be friends.
So we get to... They actually get to a shuttle, because Kira gets knocked out or some shit.
Odo just takes her.
Yeah, just takes her. They go on the shuttle, and they actually go to the Omarion Nebula. They find the rogue planet, and then they land, and boom.
And when she wakes up, she has like no pants on. She's like, "Oh no, what happened?" He's like, "Oh, the fire, they burned it off." It's definitely what happened.
I stopped it at the waist.
It was crazy. It was insane.
Those plasma fires, man, it takes forever to put them out. But we land on the planet, and it's just the
there's a pool.
The pool. Thank God it's brown. Yeah. If it was like a lighter color or something, it would not look good.
What's up with this pool? It's a pool of gay sex.
A pool of cum. But we see here comes changelings.
Yeah.
Which
all look like Odo?
Well, I feel like we have, I thought about that. But obviously they could see him. They sort of probably have some sort of visual acuity.
Want to look like him.
Exactly. And I mean, they don't have a form. They're changelings.
They're liquid.
Yeah, and obviously they're going to try and take a form that
makes
Odo
sense.
will recognize. And
they're like, hey, look,
and they're like, well, we might as well take this for the solids because we're going to get involved with them later. Might as well have this type of face that they can recognize as their eventual oppressors / combat, whatever. But I think that was probably... I don't think they knew where they were going at first.
Yeah.
With the changelings. And then they finally got to here, and they're like, we have to do this. This would be a great twist, and it was.
It's fantastic.
We're going to get to.
And I also love getting to see the changelings. Like, I wasn't prepared to see a whole colony of Odos. I was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah. Did you notice Odo wearing a belt? Did you notice that?
No.
He's wearing a belt.
What, for a fucking jumpsuit?
Yeah, his tunic thing. He's got a nice fat. It's like a 6-inch belt. It's 6 inches thick, and it just looks so dumb. I just noticed that.
He probably come out of the pail and he's like, "I think it looks nice." I think I didn't mean to do that.
But Odo wearing a belt. It kind of freaked me out.
Yeah, what the fuck? Who wears a belt with a one-piece jumpsuit?
Well, it's not a one-piece. They have the Bajorans have a two-piece.
Kira has a one-piece.
Kira has the one-piece. Yeah. Her uniform fluctuates, but for the male, for the men Bajorans, the brown one, it's pants and like a like a tunic, slightly below the waist. Shirt, long sleeve shirt.
Sure, it pulls up to the tits essentially. Like people pull their pants up way higher.
So he's wearing a belt on the shirt and not the pants, which is great.
What the fuck?
I love Odo.
Odo is
Renee Auberjonois is so great. He's the best person they could have picked to play Odo.
Yeah, he's amazing. He's literally shape shifting bones, and I fucking love it. But yeah, so the changelings reveal themselves to Odo, and then what's it called? They're like testing him because I know he's like Kira's coming. She's kind of just like taking a back seat to the whole thing.
Yeah, her thing is obviously she's gonna do her like military her duty as an officer. She's like, okay, I gotta try and contact the Defiant, try and contact one of the, contact somebody. The Defiant's gotta be somewhere. So she's gonna do that, and then Odo kind of starts getting to know his people, and they're gonna start doing their little like Great Link.
Yeah.
Come melding
doing
together.
Some weird,
doing some weird
Wonder
shit.
Twins activate. Form of gay sex. Just go into that pool.
Before we pass on to why I write TBC. I don't know why I wrote that. I don't know.
Tuberculosis.
Just some fun trivia that I like. I like the trivia stuff and names and everything. But the Defiant was actually named. It was originally going to be the Valiant, but they decided not to do that because Voyager was already in production, and they didn't want to have two mainstay ships with the same first letter. For potential confusion, so they called it the Defiant. And I cannot remember who it was. It might have been Berman. It might have been somebody else. But they were big fans of TOS, so they were like, okay, They took the name from the Defiant, which was a Constitution class ship that we see in the Tholian Web.
Okay.
Which we actually see the same ship in Enterprise in the Mirror Universe episode, which is kind of cool.
Okay.
Yeah. Wait till we get to Enterprise.
I am excited.
We're gonna have a lot of fun to talk about Enterprise for sure, but. I thought it was neat. They just took an homage to a TOS ship and gave it to the Defiant.
No, that's badass.
And some of the cool shit about the Defiant, which I know we didn't go over, that ship is just so overpowered for its space frame. Its space frame is too small for the amount of power it generates.
No shit.
Like, they can only make warp cores so small before you start sacrificing like efficiency and performance and power.
Okay.
So you have like galaxy class levels of power in a ship that's, maybe like not even, it's tiny. Tiny ship when you compare it to like a galaxy class.
Like this thing holds like 4 people because we got so much.
I think the maximum crew capacity is 80 on that ship. I think that's max, if I'm not mistaken.
That's some shit I will never retain once in my life. Is the maximum crew capacity?
I could be wrong though, but I feel like 80 people is like maybe that's like their running crew they usually run with. I'm sure like a lot of the ships they have like maximum. And it's like massive numbers. Like a galaxy class maximum capacity is like 10,000 people.
Yeah,
if for like emergency purposes, for like evacuations and shit. So I think the Defiant somewhere like 80. It's less than 100. I know that.
Well, let me tell you, having an almost accurate, educated guess is better than I'll ever have. So, kudos to you.
But like the ship is just overpowered. Like it will tear itself apart, going full speed. And of course, it's up to Chief O'Brien to like make the ship hold together. Which he's gonna love that challenge.
Yeah,
and he does. Yeah. He fucking knocks it out of the park. The ship holds up. I mean, you've got the quantum torpedoes. You've got the fucking the phase what the fuck are they?
Lasers.
Not they have the phasers. They also have the phaser oh my god.
The proton torpedoes?
No, I'm not thinking of their front firing phasers, the pew, 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 I can't remember what they call it.
I don't think I've ever known what it's called.
Oh my god.
The phasers.
Oh my, where's my phone at? Give me my phone cuz I hate this.
Side
that's
note,
why I love fucking the Defiant cuz it's got weapons you usually don't see on Federation ships. They usually just stick with phasers, the Nadion phasers. Oh, so let's see here. Let's go back to Memory Alpha. Oh,
while Jared looks that up, has anyone ever noticed?
Pulse phasers.
Pulse phasers,
because they fire in pulses. Little bursts.
Got you.
Should be pulse phasers. Pretty sure that's what it is. Pulse phasers. I didn't even look for it. It came to me. Pulse phasers.
I was going to think about that all day.
Yeah, that's their front firing pulse phasers, and they have like a one phaser strip on the back for rear firing, and they can fire photons from the rear, and they can fire photons and quantums through the forward tubes. If I'm not mistaken.
Gotcha.
And this is where we see quantum torpedoes. This is like this is the first.
What's a quantum torpedo?
It's a higher yield photon torpedo. So Okay, we'll get back to the memory alpha because they were designed for the Borg. More quantum torpedo.
While he looks that up, does anyone notice the boner O'Brien has at all times? And they're like,
when he's on that ship,
we need you to work on some stuff. He's just over there, just bricked up behind a fucking, what's it called? Maintenance panel. Well, check us out.
So it's a plasma warhead.
Plasma warhead.
Yeah, plasma warhead, which a photon torpedo uses a matter-antimatter like reaction like a warp core does.
Okay.
But quantums are more powerful.
Got you. So we got
and
quantum phasers, apparently. Pulse phasers, Nadian phasers.
Well, the Nadian a phaser beam is made out of like a cohesive Nadion stream of Nadion particles. What's
Nadion? Fuck, sorry. I'm just trying to understand so I don't have to sound like... Because in my head, I'm watching, I'm like, they shot lasers. Yeah. I don't even think... We talk about this every time, but the amount of stuff that I am not picking up on...
It's a fictional, artificially generated subatomic particle in the Star Trek universe.
It's Nadion rays.
Yeah. Basically.
We're shooting Raycon headphones at them.
Created via the rapid Nadion effect through crystals, they disrupt atomic nuclei and strong nuclear forces, allowing for tailored effects for stun to total disintegration. Yeah, I know shit. I know small technical shit like that.
Yeah,
I read a lot. I read a lot of Memory Alpha.
No, that's fair.
I'm bored. I used to back in like college when I was instead of like actually passing college courses,
just reading about
I'm watching
Star
Deep
Trek.
Space Nine and reading about Star Trek.
Well, it's like with me. I should have been going to school, but I could tell you almost any video game that come out in the 80s, 90s, and early thousands and. Fucking ridiculous.
And we get it to be continued.
Yep.
Then we go on to the search part 2, picks up with Odo and the female changeling just getting it on.
Yeah.
The Great Link.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Just rubbing liquids, essentially. I love later on Odo, like I think they're like hiding. And Odo's like, he's talking about like he was trying to become that Bush or something. I've been trying to do this for hours. And he's like sitting there trying to like turn into random shit. Like, imagine that you want, like, it was, like, it makes sense for the episode, but Kira comes over there, like, what are you doing? I'm trying to be a Bush.
She's like trying to talk, Odo, where are you at? Talking to a tree. He's like, look at me, talking to a tree, and then Odo's like a bird or like a rock or something. Like, yeah.
I love that.
So we get that. Cisco and Bashir somehow made it to a shuttle.
Yeah.
They're flying in a shuttle, like, they're literally about to die because it loses
it's
power.
Fucking crazy.
Yeah. They get picked up.
Yep.
And Dax and O'Brien are there, and it's all this stuff about how Dax and O'Brien were able to convince the Founders or the Dominion. I don't know what they're called. Yeah, they're called the Founders already. Convince the Founders that they're here for peace. They want to be peaceful. All this stuff, and there's this whole wait till you get back to the station. You're gonna like what you see.
Yeah, we're taking the fucking thing over.
Basically, I mean it's all fucked. I mean the Dominion's there. Admiral Nechaev's there, and she's all like, Cisco, this is all because of you.
Fuck her. By the way.
Well, yes and no.
I just feel like every time she shows up, it's like, I've got bad news.
Yeah, I've got bad news that I think is good news because it doesn't affect me at all.
Yeah, it doesn't affect me.
Yeah.
We're killing your son, Jake. Isn't that great?
There's a lot of stuff going on. The Dominion's there, and there's just little things that we see through the episode that is just weird. Like, O'Brien gets fucking attacked.
Yeah.
In Quarks. And Eddington's like...
Nah, that's fine.
Yeah, that's cool. Can you apologize?
He beat the fuck out of him, too.
He fucking threw him across the room.
Like I said, O'Brien is just he's the whipping boy of DS9. Just every 5 minutes, they're like, I'm kicking you in the balls, O'Brien. We're killing your wife.
I'm just going to grab you. I like how the one move, they like Kali Ma him in the chest.
Yeah.
Happened to him like 3 times.
You know, I thought in my lifetime, like watching action movies, older stuff, and like Star Trek, that I would need a double palm hit over someone's back way more often. I thought I would actually need that at some point. You know, where they grab the head.
I saw Randy Savage doing that from the top rope, and we're like, let's put that in Star Trek.
In my head as a kid, I was like, I'm going to have to use that at some point. Never once.
Yeah, but, like, Eddington's like, we got to give them a wide berth. They don't know our ways. Like, shut up, Eddington.
Yeah,
I don't like you already,
you
bitch.
Yeah.
That the Torul, she's like pissed off because there's going to be peace talks.
Yeah.
They didn't invite the Romulans. Everyone else invited except the Romulans.
And of course, the Romulans are mad about that.
Yeah, of course.
The worst. Like,
she gets fucking murked. They fucking shoot her in the back.
Yeah, which I was not ready for.
No, exactly.
I was like, oh,
You're like, oh, this character we thought was going to be a mainstay is dead now. Great.
Okay, by the way, how many times in Trek has that happened now where it's like, oh, I'll probably see this guy more often. He's fucking killed.
Mostly in Deep Space Nine.
Oh, really?
Mostly in Deep Space
Nine.
That's fair.
They're like the reoccurring characters are just the red shirts of DS9.
Yeah. Dax gets reassigned to the Lexington.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere.
In Kentucky, of all places.
All this stuff's happening, and Cisco just gets. He does the Cisco thing. He gets just wildly pissed off.
It takes
and
care
just
of
storms
shit.
into fucking Nechea's, like I guess her office or whatever on the station, the wardroom or whatever.
Yeah.
She's like, oh well, we're giving Bajor in this part of the station in this sector to the Dominion, and you're like, what the fuck?
That's terrible news.
There's no way.
There's
there's no way this is real. There's no way this is fucking actually happening.
And it turns out.
It's not.
Yeah, they're all just like in
a simulation.
Yeah.
They're in the Matrix.
At first, though, too, I was like, are the changelings a simulation, too? Are they fucking with Oda? Like, I got mad.
Yeah. Well, of course, so Kira's doing all her investigation trying to figure out why she can't send a message, and there's some sort of, like, localized power source throwing, electromagnetic, she can't do a signal. They found that door, and she's like, why would the changeling need a locked door?
Yeah,
which is
exactly.
And Odo gets in. They get in there, and it's a cave system, and then boom, we find our crew and the little all hooked up with the in the simulation. And come to find out, the changelings are the founders.
Yeah,
which is probably one of the best reveals in Trek.
Yeah, I was not ready for. I was like, hold on. So they got way more power than we thought. Like,
oh yeah. Yeah, these motherfuckers are...
And changelings are fucking cool. That's probably... Okay, I gotta admit, out of all the races so far and stuff, changelings are a pretty sick race. They're dicks, liquid. They're pieces of shit, cool. But they are liquid. I don't know. It's just nuts.
Yeah. But before we get to the reveal that they're in the simulation, back to that, they're going to, stage a coup.
Yeah.
They're not going to stage a coup. They're going to, get everybody together and they're going to collapse the wormhole.
Yeah.
And they do. They get in the runabout, and we see our characters start dying. Like Garrick gets fucking shot.
Yeah.
I think even Dax does. I thought Dax got winged.
I think she gets fucked up. I can't remember.
But everybody gets on the ship. I mean, everyone's there. The only people we don't have obviously are Kira and Odo, but Julian, Cisco, O'Brien, Dax. They're all there. They go in the runabout, collapse the wormhole, and I guess they feel like they die. But that's when they wake up. That's when it all the right timing and whatnot. They were just in the simulation, and really, I mean, the Defiant was just in orbit the whole time.
Yeah, it's all good.
Everything's good. It was just the founders being assholes again. Like, oh, we're gonna see what it would be like if how much would it cost for us to get a foothold in the Alpha Quadrant in any sort of way, and was it worth it? And they're like, no, it's not worth it. We're just probably gonna have a war later.
Yeah, we're just gonna fuck some shit up.
Yeah, which. I guess the founders are dumb. I'm sorry, they're cool and everything, but they're just stupid.
Yeah, they're dumb.
They're so so afraid of solid. Like it's.
We don't like solids.
You have to have an irrational fear.
Yeah,
it has to be there just for it to make sense and to have the story and the plot and the war, all that stuff.
Yeah,
but obviously, so Odo's lived with solids his whole life,
and he's fine.
They link, and that's how they share information and communicate or whatever. So obviously they know that. They should know the Federation is
pretty chill.
Yeah, so, but that's just. I mean, the found. We gotta have the.
They're just upset. They're like, Odo, you get in this fucking soup with us.
Get in the soup.
Get in this stew. You need to be marinating in here with us, Odo. I wish that one of the Jim Hadar's guns would have been a changeling, and it just churns.
Which ironic thing about this episode is that there's a lot of plot, but it's all for Odo.
Yeah, it's sick.
It's all Odo's character development.
It's an Odo two-parter, and I was here for it. I loved it.
Yes.
I mean, yeah. It sucked because I watched this, was all pumped, watched 5 more episodes, and then was stagnant for 2 weeks, trying my hardest to watch Trek. Yeah. And I was just the whole time be at work thinking, I can't wait. And my headphones broke. I can't even watch Trek at work if I want to. Fucking ridiculous.
Good Lord.
Bought a mic, not headphones.
Damn. And the whole thing, too, is also Odo rejects the founders, which is cool. I just like to point that out. And this episode, I think the two-parter, I think both of them were directed by Jonathan Frakes.
Ah, there we go.
He directed multiple episodes.
He's our guy, dude.
We gotta get him on the show.
Yeah, he'll come on.
Can we get on dropping names?
We'll have to get another chair. Well, he can have a chair. And we'll sit on the bed.
I'll sit on the ground. I don't care. We You got to get nice big comfy chairs like they have on their show.
Yeah.
On Dropping Names.
Jonathan Frakes over here like, why do you guys both have boners? It's not a big deal.
He really enjoyed doing all the Deep Space Nine episodes.
I'm sure
Apparently.
he did. Deep
really
Space Nine.
them.
I'm telling you, Jared.
He liked the sets. He really liked the sets.
Dude, the whole fucking show, the whole time I'm watching this, I'm just like, why is it like, I hate myself that I didn't watch DS9 past the first season back in the day after I watched Next Gen. Because I'm like, it is so much, like, sorry if anybody thinks Next Gen's the greatest. Deep Space Nine is better. And I'm sorry, it's only 3 seasons in, and I like it better. I can't get over how much more I'm just, not that I hate Next Gen, I love Next Gen.
Yeah.
That's what got me into Star Trek.
Next Gen, they're both fantastic in different reasons.
They both serve.
So
a
if
purpose.
you're looking for one thing, one show might be better than the other.
Yeah, you want Monster of the Week? You got Next Gen. You want this overarching plot that's fucking insane, and you get to see more of everyone in space, not just Federation. You got DS9.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm telling. I don't think there's a chance Voyager, once we get into that, is going to hold a candle to what I've seen in DS9.
It probably won't, but it's different. Which
it's going to be more like
Next
Next Gen, which I'm fine with that too.
Well, you're going to have. I mean, do you know a little bit about Voyager?
I've watched the first season of that.
So you know they're stuck in the Delta Quadrant.
Yeah, because what I was trying to do was I was going to watch DS9 and then Voyager at the same time because that's when it was airing.
Yeah.
That's what I was attempting to do, but it fucking made me just stop watching Star Trek for 8 years. Yeah, literally, I would watch an episode, then watch an episode of Voyager. Like, I did this dumb shit, 'cause I used to collect VHS tapes and all this other stuff. In my game room it was meant to be like a 90s little area. I had a Wii that had Netflix on it hooked up to a tube TV so I could watch Star Trek the way it was meant to be watched. Like, that was a big deal to me. So that's what I did for fucking 2 years. I watched Next Gen and that, and then I just found myself, I just kept rewatching Next Gen. I'd go to watch that. I'm like, oh.
Dude, I feel that.
I love Data. So let's go watch some more. Let's watch an episode with Law again so I can cry.
Well, and it's funny you say that, like, you know, with Deep Space Nine, you get more of people outside the Federation, and then episode 3, House of Quark.
Yeah.
It's a Ferengi Klingon episode.
And it was so good. I love, dude. Quark is so funny in this episode. I love how he just gets kidnapped.
I like how he kills a guy.
Yeah, I'm about to say, he kills a guy. Then the way he kills him, too, is hysterical.
The only way a Ferengi could kill someone is by an accident.
Yeah, a drunk Klingon that fell on his own fucking knife.
Only way a Ferengi could get a kill.
Dude, okay, first of all, I gotta say one thing, too. Watching this season, I fucking love Rom. I think Rom is almost a better character. Dude, Dude. Moogie! We'll get to that later. Moogie! But no, Rom is top tier Ferengi.
What's his actor's name? Something Grodenchik.
I don't know.
But remember in the first season, his voice is a lot different. He's a regular Ferengi, and then in the season 2, they gave him more of that, oh, brother. I'm Yogi Bear. They give him the Yogi Bear type voice.
He sounds like Yogi.
He sounds, it fits him. You get the dynamic between Quark, the more savvy,
it's like Pinky in the Brain.
Yeah. But of course, obviously, if you think about it, though, Rom's the smarter one.
Yeah, he's a fucking genius with computers and stuff. And insane. Yeah. Like I said, my love for Rom, like, Rom was like negative 3% in my book. And now he's like one of the top characters. Fucking love Rom.
He's great. So yeah, we get there. I love it opens in the bar. No one's there. The Klingons just beating on the table. Ferengi, give me more blood wine and all that shit. And Rom's like, don't be all scared. He's like, oh brother, he wants to open a line of credit.
We're not doing
that shit. No, he goes there. He just beats on the table. I can't remember what he says. He's like, Ferengi, or I am Quark, and I am whatever. And the Klingon immediately gives him a look. And he's like, he immediately becomes a Ferengi. I want to give you a lot of credit.
I'll give you some stuff.
And they fight and they have the thing. And of course, Quark is going to use that to his advantage.
Yeah,
he immediately is like does the whole story
to the bar. And I stabbed it in his chest. I
stabbed it right in his chest. He fought to the death.
Fucking piece of shit.
And it immediately backfires on him.
Oh yeah,
because here comes what was his
I don't know that.
What was the Klingon's name?
I wrote it was Gerald. Just kidding.
Oh, Kozak. The Klingon he killed, that died, Kozak.
Kodak film.
And then Quark's immediately like ambushed in the corridor by his brother, Dagor. And he's like trying to get him to like say what he wants to say. And the thing is, he has to say that he died in an honorable combat.
Yeah.
So there's no disgrace or no whatever.
Yeah, because Klingons go ape shit for that.
Yeah. And it turns out that's just a whole plot.
Yeah.
Because here comes Grilka, Kozak's wife. Grilka,
pretty fine Klingon.
Yeah, that is a good-looking Klingon woman, I gotta say.
The best Klingon woman, though, is still Worf's...
Kaler?
Yeah, Kaler.
Well, she's half Klingon, though, so she's not full Klingon.
That's probably why.
Yeah, she's not full, yeah.
Kalar.
But she kidnaps him. She straight up kidnaps Quark, brings him back to Kronos, and they go through all the whole proceedings. I mean, they get married.
Yeah.
Because she's trying to secure the head of the house. Because if not, it's going to go to Dagor, who is actually... There's the whole plot where... Dagor's not even Kozak's brother.
No.
It's his rival.
Yeah.
And he's trying to essentially get Kozak's house. Trying to get his lands, his money, his ships, all that shit. But I love how Klingons are so, like, feudal. They're like feudal houses.
Yeah.
They have land, they have they got money, and they have ships.
Yeah.
It's not like all the ships belong to the Klingon High Council or the Klingon Defense Force. It's each house has their own.
They have their own
fleet.
ship. It's almost like medieval space.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'll trade you these mini goats for your wife or some shit. Like,
right. And it's mostly Quark using his Ferenginess to help out in Klingon affairs.
Yeah. He's pretty much helping her with his her taxes.
Yeah, then literally goes over his taxes, and Gowron's like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Dagor, did you do this shit?
Yeah.
he's like, yeah, sure. And he's like, okay. They do the honorable combat.
Yeah.
And Quark's like, throws his blade down and is like, you wouldn't kill an unarmed man, would you?
Yeah.
Quark's like, yes.
I'm going to fuck you up.
He goes to kill him. Gowron stops him.
Yeah.
And he gets discommendation.
Yeah.
Like Worf did.
Yep.
And it's a quick episode. Like
but it's so good.
It's so good. It's a Quark
By
episode.
the way, I love it when Quark busts in and he says like, I'm here for what's the battle called? When they got to fight each other. It's
the one-on-one combat.
Yeah, what's it called?
I
think you just said it.
Well, no, I mean, did I write it down?
Well, he busts in and he's like, I'm here to do whatever combat, and he goes, or whatever. Like, he just doesn't give a fuck. He's like,
or whatever.
Or whatever.
I'm Quark, son of Keldar.
Whatever.
Whatever.
That made me laugh so hard. I was like, he's like, there's no money to be made. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. But Quark has a conscience.
Yeah.
He actually does.
Quark is a good dude. You also find out later, I'm getting way ahead. He, like, is actually generous, too. Like, as much as he's mad at his mom in that one episode, you come to find out he's giving her so much money.
Yeah, he gives her the stipend.
He's a good dude, but it's a fat stipend.
It is pretty fat. Well, I feel like Quark is probably very well-to-do, but that Ferenginess, it's never enough.
Yeah, he still is a Ferengi.
Yeah, it's never enough for him.
Yeah, great episode, though.
Dude. Yeah, I mean, there's. I
don't think there's a bad one in this season,
and it's crazy. Yeah, and it's weird how you go straight from The Search Part 1 and 2, yes, it's an Odo episode, but I mean, there's a lot of plot in there with the Dominion and the Founders. There's a lot. Like, it's foreshadowing a lot of stuff, and then we immediately go into a Quark marries a Klingon woman.
Yeah, the pacing in this season was sick.
Yeah.
It was really cool. There's so much just for everybody. You know what I mean? Like, this, I don't know. It's just, like I said, it's hard for me not to just fucking absolutely love DS9 now. Like, this season cemented it. I loved 1 and 2, but this third season was fucking baller.
I think there's only one episode in this season I didn't like.
This one I skipped because I didn't like it that much, and that's the one for a Halloween episode where Bashir's turning 30.
Okay, yeah.
It's okay.
Maybe it's in season 4. So I'm not gonna. Oh, if we get to it, I'll say it. If it's not here, it's definitely in season 4.
Yeah.
But we get to Equilibrium.
Yeah.
And you know what's funny? Like, I was taking notes because I thought we were going to record last week, and I was so far behind.
My apologies.
That I was doing like 1 and 2, page front and back, of notes, just for the plot, and then I'm like, you know what? Let's just raw dog this. Starting with season 4, I'm just like, I'm going to jot down a couple notes, just the general points of the episode, and see how much I can remember.
That's pretty much what I do. I have some notes in my phone, but most of the time I just look at the episode title on Amazon clicks. Prime, and then I can remember.
Yeah, so Equilibrium, the only thing I got for this is the 50th episode of the season.
Yep.
Or the series. And this is just...
I thought Dax was dead this episode.
Really?
Because I know she's dying. You know what I mean? And then you got to think I haven't seen past seasons. I was like, fuck, is this where we lose Dax?
Right.
Dax is one of my favorites.
For you. Yeah. And she almost does in this.
It's nuts.
This is the whole...
you also get to see the fucking weird cave
Yeah.
That they they got like a pool of fucking horrible symbiote.
Yeah.
I swear.
Worms.
I swear. What point were you like, I need that shit in my body? Look at that. If I ever... Okay, God.
Like, who figured that out in Trill Society?
Who was cool with it? I could not be a symbiote. I could not be a Trill and just be like, yeah, jam that in my back flap, please. Please, God, just jam that right in my ass.
Just right in their sternum.
And I could have this weird bug living in me that has my fucking memories and shit. No. Dear God. What a horrible, scary race of people. But
well, in this case, it's not good because there's a hidden host that Jadzia has, Joran Balar.
And that's the guy that's like a murderer, right?
Yeah, he's a fucking murderer.
It's fucking crazy. Speaking of which, I'm getting ahead of myself. When Cisco turned into him.
Yeah.
Dude, he's such a good actor. What's his name?
Avery Brooks.
Avery Brooks, my God.
He directed episodes as well.
His whole eyes changed.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, Avery Brooks,
that's what you get for a theater actor, man. They're
baller.
Great.
Baller. Okay, go ahead.
And I love how I liked how the one thing that sets this whole chain of events off with her is the piano, the space piano.
Yeah, she can.
It's like an ergonomic keyboard, but it's a piano, and she's playing that song.
Yeah,
and then she starts hallucinating, seeing all that shit. And I was thinking that this was going to be. I wasn't expecting it to be Dax had an extra host that nobody knew about. There's a big scandal cover up with
Jimmy Fallon,
the Symbiosis Commission, all that stuff. What you say?
I said she had an extra host. I said it was Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah. Should have been Conan, but it was Jimmy Fallon. But I was just not expecting it to be that. I thought it was going to be some sort of extra dimensional, like somehow she was affected by something that was affecting the Dax symbiote. I was not expecting it to be of
some host she had no idea about.
Yeah, I was not expecting that.
It was fucking sick.
Yeah.
Also, in this episode, right, that has the piano thing, Jake stands up, and all of a sudden Jake's
7 feet tall.
Fucking feet tall. What the fuck, dude? He looked like a tree from Lord of the Rings. He just stands up, and I was like, what?
Yeah, dude. Sirach Lofton had a massive growth spurt between seasons.
No wonder he's fucking Dabo chicks. Look at him. For God's
he's
sake.
6'3". Like he's 16 and like 6'4".
Like I was genuinely shocked because at first in my head I was like, that's a different dude, and then I was sitting there and I was like, you talked about. I remembered the growth spurt as soon as you said he stood up, and I was like, holy shit.
And and it's funny because I don't remember how old, I don't know if they even say how old Jake is in season 1. He's
14.
He's 14.
Yeah.
And
he's 16 in this season.
He's 16. So yeah, it's been 2 years. He's probably closer to 17 by the time we get to the end of the season.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I hit a growth spurt when I was like 10, not when I was 14.
I hit a growth spurt when I was 12, and it was just weight gain. I didn't get any taller. I just kept getting fat.
A wide spurt.
Yeah, it was a wide spurt.
Well, and I wonder, I didn't look it up, which I probably should have now that we're talking about it, but I wonder how old Sherlock Lofton was during this. What if he was younger? Playing it older? Maybe he was I
think it's probably pretty accurate because, like...
Well, normally it's the other way around. Normally they have older people play younger characters.
Yeah, but I think Star Trek did it right. Because, I mean, even Wesley was pretty young. Like, his age seemed believable, and then so does his age because... Yeah. The first season, he's all like, he has a little voice and stuff.
Yeah,
and then
his balls haven't dropped yet. He's 14.
Now his balls have dropped and he's fucking grown 37 feet overnight. And
I feel like I hit puberty before I was 14, though. You know
I think I hit puberty at 23. I don't know, dude. It's
weird. I don't know. But yeah, Jake's taller. He actually feels like more of a character.
Yeah, Jake is fuck Wesley. We have said that a lot. Jake's a way better kid character.
I don't know.
You don't think so? I like Jake.
I like Jake, but I think the cool thing with Wesley was that he was a smart kid. It was cool that he was like that's the way I saw the future was that, you're learning at a much faster rate, so kids that are, in middle school are actually like high school, college level. The education is that much better.
Yeah.
So that people that are Wesley's ages are smarter than we are now. You know what I mean?
Think Jake was smart. He just cared. He was an artsy kid. He cared more about...
And also think about it. He was raised on a starship, so there's probably not a lot of structured schooling.
Yeah.
And then there's Wolf 359, his mom dying. There's, they go to the station. I mean... and we didn't even talk about last episode where the whole B plot of that was Keiko closing the school.
Oh yeah,
because all the Bajoran kids were gone. It was just Jake and Dog. Well, yeah, she goes to do O'Brien's trying to help her out. He's like trying to be all lovey dovey, make her feel better, and he's like trying to do stuff here and there. And I think they're gonna decide to set up the arboretum in one of the cargo bays to give her something to do because she's a botanist.
Yeah,
and that works, but not really. So he sets up for her to do a research trip on Bajor.
Yeah, poor old Brian just trying to make it work for her the whole time.
Yeah,
and then she's like,
I mean, it does. That she gets her where she needs to be, and
she pisses me off when she comes back though.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Pisses me off.
So that was that B plot. So now there's no schooling, and so how are they going to learn anything? They're just on the station. Yeah, I think she sets them up some like private tutoring.
Yeah, I think they were still doing. I think at some point he's still working. Like he's basically homeschooled.
Yeah, essentially.
I just think Jake's a way more relatable kid. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like,
yeah.
You know, like if you were a kid watching DS9, you'd probably be way more relatable to Jake than you ever could Wesley.
Yeah, because Wesley is a super genius, and you're just some dumbass kid watching Star Trek. And
also,
after school.
just like every other white person now, he's a fifth Cherokee. Went off with the fucking the Space Indians,
the Space Indian Traveler.
What was that episode?
He was the Traveler. You know, he was in disguise. Whatever.
Stupid. Okay, go ahead. My bad.
But back to this though. Yes, Jake has the growth spurt, and is there even a B plot to this?
I think it's all Dax.
I think it's all Dax.
I'm pretty sure this is all Dax, and then them trying to solve this fucking host that they don't. Yeah, she didn't know about.
Yeah, they solve the murder. Or they recover the files about the murder. He killed a musician.
Yeah,
and the musician's song was
what was playing.
Yeah, exactly. And it was a whole cover up by the Symbiosis Commission because they fucked up. They picked a wrong guy.
Yeah,
they picked a bad candidate,
and it was actually killing Dax.
Like the repressed memories were killing both the symbiote and Jadzia.
Yeah, I thought she was out this episode. Yeah, I thought it was done for her.
It was close, and I like how the resolve is not to do anything medical. It's just to let her live the memories.
Yeah,
and accept them. And she goes in the pool, and then Joran just comes out of the water.
Yeah,
and they like hug.
It was fucking crazy.
Very weird way to end it.
Great though,
but it does make sense. Like you have to accept the things you were in your past to move on to move to the future, and
very good.
There's probably some sort of existential message we could get as humans. Like
old
you
have to live with your past. Good ones through good storytelling. New Trek shoves messages in your face.
Shoves them down your fucking throat. But, I like the Trill. The Trill are interesting.
The Trill are cool. I just jamming a bug in my ass to become a.
It doesn't go in their ass.
That's where it goes.
Go in your
That's where
I've
seen it.
That's where it goes. Maybe for you.
That's where it goes.
So we go.
The bugs creep me out. That's all I gotta say.
So we're getting a lot of character development this season because first Odo, then Quark, then Dax, and boom, now we're straight to Kira with second skin.
Yeah, she's a fucking Cardassian.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yes.
I thought this was like they had me.
Did you think you were? Yeah.
I was like, dude, she's actually a Cardassian. Like they tie this one up really well, but
yeah.
Start off and then like it just took me a second to even realize it was Kira. Like at first.
Like, in the makeup?
Yeah.
She does not look good in Cardassian makeup.
Nah, she looked weird. She
looks much better as a Bajoran.
I actually thought it was Quark's fling from that one episode when I first seen her.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, all Cardassians look alike.
Racist.
Oh man, shit! I was about to say something. I totally forgot.
My bad.
No, you're good. It'll come to me. But Kira abducted by the Cardassians, essentially.
Yeah.
Was the one where she wasn't she connected? She was contacted about being in a prison camp that she was never in.
Yeah.
She's kind of about that, and
they said that they gave her all the memories.
Yeah. Well, they say that. Well, something like that.
Because she was excited to become a Bajoran spy. I mean, a Cardassian spy in Bajor, essentially, because she signed up for the treatment to
wipe her memeries.
and become a Bajoran, and then go through all the shit.
Yeah. Which the thing was the whole like her name was in a certain Cardassian prison. She was Ellensburg. She was never there. She's gonna try and go to Bajor to go to talk to somebody in like the records and straighten it out, and she never arrives.
Yeah.
She's been abducted by the Cardassians. She's now a Cardassian. They do the makeup shit on her, and her father is Tekini Gamor, who is a politician. Who he's a legate. I think he's some sort of politician.
Yeah. And actually a pretty cool Cardassian.
Yeah, it turns out he's a dissident. He's I don't know if he's like a leader of it, but he is part of the dissident movement. And this whole fucking plot was just by the Obsidian Order to out Gamora.
Yeah.
Gamora.
That's all it was.
Tekini Gamora. That's all it was. It's like, dude, that's just so much. Yeah. That is so much shit.
That's the Cardassians for you, or the
them and the Tal Shiar, dude. Overkill. They love it. They love overkill.
Just fucking shit up.
Yeah, and this whole thing was just to like. So, I guess the Legate's daughter was to
but it's not Kira.
It's not Kira. I think they have some sort of resemblance. They look very similar.
And they essentially reversed everything they're saying they did to Kira, they did, but made her a Cardassian. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, like there was no memories. The stuff they were getting her to recover her memories isn't going to work because obviously there's no memories to recover.
No,
she's not Ileana.
She even starts believing it though for a second. It seems like
she does, and that's. I feel like that might be like a Stockholm syndrome type thing they wanted to throw in there. That she starts thinking she maybe really is, the daughter of a fucking Klingon, a Cardassian legate. But yeah, this is all just a plot to fucking out Gamora. Gamor.
Yeah.
I say Gamora. Like Gamor. Takini Gamor. I'm usually good with names.
Sodom and Gamora over here.
And they end up rescuing Kira.
Yep.
And Garrick's with them, of course.
Yeah, of course he is.
And I love the way the trip to get there. They're in the Defiant. Are they in the Defiant? Yeah, they're in the Defiant. And it's supposed to look like some sort of freighter, and they have the hollow filter and all this shit. And then Garrick uses his old Obsidian. I guess I don't know if we know if he's in the Obsidian Order yet. He uses his old clearance and whatnot to scare the fuck out of that Gull who tries to contact them. That was neat. Garrick's so
most
cool.
Important. Garrick's cool. Also, I had something
Code Black or Code X Black something, and you will delete your records and not say nothing about this, or I'll fucking kill you.
And that other Cardassian's like, fuck, dude. Sorry.
Yeah.
But also another thing that dawned on me while we're watching it. Every time I've seen Garrick, his eyes look so familiar to me because I didn't look at like who the actor was.
Yeah.
Finally looked and I was like, holy shit. I was like, this is a dude from Hellraiser. This is the dad in Hellraiser. Yeah. He was in Dirty Harry. He's the fucking sergeant that gets his throat slit by Chucky in Child's Play 3. And I was like, motherfucker. Like, it had like this epiphany.
Yeah, we talked about that in our season 1 episode.
We talked about him being in Hellraiser.
We talked about him being in Dirty Harry.
Well, see, I remember that. You know what I mean? But like, it was the
extra stuff.
Yeah, it was the thing that I actually.
What's
have
his
seen
name?
So many
Robinson.
Times. Something
Robinson.
Tim. I'm just kidding.
But yeah, dude, Garrick. He plays the way his eye movement, just his eyes himself, he's got like piercing.
He's got crazy eyes.
Blue eye. I mean, yeah, dude.
And they kept tripping me up because I'm like, where do I know this from?
Yeah.
And like, I knew Dirty Harry because we talked about that, but like, once Hellraiser dawned on me, I was like, holy shit!
Yeah.
Great stuff.
But then so Odo, Garrick, and Cisco beam down. They rescue him, and then dude, fucking Garrick straight up kills.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Damn
Intech.
Yeah.
He kills Intech. Just straight up phasers his ass.
Just fucks him up,
dude.
It's good stuff.
And I remember watching this back in college, and I'm like, some of these episodes were boring to me, but now doing this, the show, and then rewatching them, like there's so much more. They're much more interesting.
Yeah, there's a lot of plot,
and I'm like fucking 10 years older, I guess.
No, I feel like we're both in our 30s now.
Oh, don't tell them that.
Oh, sorry, everyone. I'm sure they didn't think we were like 18.
Yeah. We don't sound that. We sound like shit.
Yeah, I look like shit.
But and for some reason, all the Kira episodes, if it's not Kira having a new love interest, Bareil or Shakar or whoever, it's her and the Cardassians.
Yeah,
and her like realizing that the Cardassians aren't so bad.
Not all of them are terrible people.
Not all of them are terrible people.
Yeah.
Like she has a connection with Takini Gamor. I mean, at the end of the episode, when he's on the station, they kind of have like a father-daughter relationship.
She tells him that, she essentially tells him that wherever his daughter is, she's a lucky girl.
Yeah, and I mean, I think she even says something like, I consider you to be like, a father. Essentially, now like we have something, we kind of have this connection.
Yeah,
maybe like a foster type thing.
Yeah.
He even gives her that bracelet.
Yep.
All that stuff. So she slowly gets connections with different Cardassians over the show, which if only like the Bajorans, the Cardassians could have that with each other more often, or even just in the show in general with these races that are always butting heads.
Yeah,
there'd be a lot more peace in the galaxy. But
no, Bajorn's gonna be Bajorn.
Yeah, dude, God damn. Yeah, thank God no one just came up behind Gamora and stabbed him in the fucking back.
I thought for sure he was dead. I'm not gonna lie.
Immediately steps on the stage and some crazy but drunk Bajoran stabs him in the throat.
The Abandoned?
The Abandoned, yeah. Oh, there's one thing. Oh,
I'm sorry.
So Kira, when I was watching dropping names with Seth MacFarlane, they were talking about Kira, and we've been pronouncing her name Nana Visitor. It's Nana Visitor. Nana Visitor. That is how you pronounce her name, according to Frakes. Unless Frakes was pulling our legs, but apparently that is how you pronounce her name. I had no idea. I always thought it was Nana Visitor.
Never say Nana. I'm gonna fuck that up every time.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna obviously go do the go-to Nana Visitor.
Nana.
But I just thought that was interesting. I never know. There's no like accent over an A or an N in her name. No. It's just
her name's Nanner.
Nanner. Neener. Yeah, let's get to the Abandoned.
There's a young Jim Hadar that fucking Odo wants to save.
Yeah, this episode had a lot of... I thought a lot about this episode because of the idea that the Jim Hadar were engineered, bred, born, raised to be nothing but killing machines.
Yeah, just to kill anything that's not Jim Hadar.
You cannot change that.
No.
You cannot.
Odo tried.
Odo, a founder, could not get him to realize that there is more to existence than just war and battle and dying.
And it was nuts. They turned to a full-grown adult in like fucking 3 days.
Yeah, their gestation period is like nothing.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Because at first the baby, I was like, what the fuck is this going to be? And then slowly you're like, oh, fuck. Because when he's running around and you see like, it's like POV.
Yeah.
And you see people are like, the one dude's already getting ready to square up on a fucking child, essentially. 4-day-old child is going to find him.
But this 4-day child is built like an 18-year-old. You know
yeah.
But and the reason I thought about this a lot is because now we're into Starfleet Academy, and one of the characters is a fucking Jim Hadar.
Yeah, how does that
Klingon
make
hybrid.
sense?
And yeah, and everybody's like, oh well, it's however many years later, are they not gonna? Of course they be different. And like, no, you fucking idiots.
They were
the Dominion has
to
been
do
around.
This.
Well, and the Dominion has been around a hell of a lot longer.
Yeah, than the fucking Federation.
If I remember correctly, the dates correctly, I think the Dominion's been around since like the dawn of, I think at the same time the Dominion was becoming a thing, we were going from BC to AD.
It's fucking crazy.
2,000 years. And then, so now we're only like 800 years in the future.
Yeah.
And they think they can have that much progress in 800 years over the fact they've already been over twice as long. I don't buy it.
And in the show, she's like a quirky fucking like snacks loving fucking person. Like, it's really weird. I've seen the clips I've seen of it. It's
horrible voice.
So stupid.
Annoying.
Yes. God, fucking just, new trick.
It's just a loud black woman.
Trick. Essentially, that's what they did. They made a character so they could have this like.
It might as well be a Tyler Perry fucking.
I was just about to say
that's Medea.
Yeah, Medea plays with Jim Hadar.
Medea goes to the Dominion. Like. Horrible. That's all I'm thinking. I'm watching this. Is like, look, it's already been stated in Deep Space Nine that the Jim Hadar, that's all they are. Yeah. They're not a species that developed over actual evolution. They were created in a lab.
That's all they were
from
made
the get go. You're not going to be able to change that. You're not.
No.
At least not in 800 years.
No, it's going to take a lot.
It will take an act. You would have to start making them that they are able to, for one, reproduce. And then you have to get the Dominion out of their warlike state, which the Dominion, being the founders, they're not.
No.
They're in the Gamma Quadrant. They're going to do their own fucking thing. They're not going to change. They might be less aggressive when it comes to trying to do their thing. They want to bring order to the galaxy. Well, they know they can already get their fucking asses stomped.
Yeah.
So they're not going to do that.
No.
But they're going to maintain the order they already have.
Yeah.
They're going to do that. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care what any fucking bullshit retard writer says that says this shit. It's not right.
And
you just feel it in your bones. It's like this is a species and
it's also two war species that would be like if they even if they got to the point where they had a kid, that's going to be the most violent fucking kid you've ever seen in your life.
Exactly.
It's going to be an insane
that will be a murderer immediately.
Fuck yeah. Also, if they turn into a full-grown adult in 3 days, what is it for like a Klingon hybrid? You know what I mean?
Well, if I guess you could explain. So that's part of the genetic engineering is for them to mature faster.
Yeah, so they got a warrior in 2 days.
So if they have some sort of epiphany whenever and decide they want to like have more of a regular species to manage, they could probably remove that from the engineering and give them a regular lifespan that would match most other species.
Oh yeah,
so they can develop slowly over time, like humans or whatever, because they're
humans.
But yeah, so maybe, we never even say that. No, there's a episode later where Jadzia asks a Klingon like how old he is. He's like 30 years old.
Yeah, he's
like no Klingon or no. I keep saying Klingon. Fuck. No Jem'Hadar has ever lived to whatever number.
Yeah,
they all die They all die in battle within a couple years because that's just the way they're bred,
and that's what they want.
Yeah. Well, that's what they want because that's what their DNA is encoded. And all this stuff this episode is just like, it just solidifies my viewpoint that the Jem'Hadar will always be that.
Well, also I think it just solidifies that the people writing Trek now don't watch Trek.
No, they don't.
They don't know anything about it. It's not going to change. It's annoying.
Yeah. But back to this episode, there's the whole Odo wants to take him in.
Yeah.
We kind of get a little bit of the some Jem'Hadar info.
Yeah.
Because at first he's like violent, he's aggressive, he is like always agitated, he's always in pain, and it's because he needs that chemical pumped into his system, catcher cell white, and that's what keeps him like a little more off edge. And thank God they had it because he was about to start killing people.
Yeah, he's about to wreck shit.
Yeah, they found some in the ship wreckage that Quark buys. I love Quark. Of course. Quark would buy wreckage with the Jem'Hadar baby. Just his luck.
Fucking idiot.
Poor guy.
And then Odo sets up that thing, and he's like, "This is what I train on," and he sets up the
combat simulation.
More. I wanted to fucking almost kill me.
Yeah, dude, I Oh, this is where we get Jake.
Yeah, Jake and the Goblin girl.
Yeah, dude.
And what's funny is she's 20, he's 16. It was so fucking wrong. And Sisko's like, "I'll have her to dinner," and then he meets her, and he's like,
"Well, he wanted to have her to dinner to try and prove that Jake wasn't ready."
Yeah,
because Jake's not going to ask the questions that Sisko knows he should be asking. That Sisko's going to ask those questions.
Yeah,
it turns out her life's been kind of really hard.
And he learns about Jake.
Yeah, he learns about Jake. Jake's writing.
Yeah.
Which we were really just talking about that, how schooling and everything. Well, Jake's artistic.
And he's writing well enough to have a Dabo girl touch on his wiener. And that's pretty crazy.
A good looking Dabo girl.
Yeah, she's like, "Have you seen his growth spurt?"
Marta.
Other parts. Growth spurted.
That Marta chick is fine, so good on him.
Yeah, good for Jake.
Round of applause for Jake on that one. And I feel bad though because Sisko actually kind of likes her.
Yeah, she's cool.
She is cool. She's been talking about how she wanted to study something, but obviously she has to support herself because her family, once her parents died, she goes to live with her cousins or aunts or whatever. And they talk shit on her.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Fuck, I gotta get out of here. I got this job as a double girl on the station." They're they said they didn't like that. She's like, "Well, I told them what I thought of their lives."
Yeah.
And she got the fuck out. So, good for her. That was fucking cool.
And it was funny when I was watching this episode. What's it called? It was that South Park episode with the school teacher that was sleeping with the students and all that. Because once I seen that was Jake, he was with her. I was like, nice.
Nice. When made me, Ike and the kindergarten teacher.
It just made me laugh. They had a whole scene with all the mainstay cast and be like, "Oh, Jacob, nice."
Well, I feel like O'Brien does that.
O'Brien definitely does that.
16 years old with a double girl.
Yeah.
Nice.
Motherfucker, I'm overweight, working on a fucking conduit. And my wife's banging some dude on a research.
No, Keiko's not like that. Oh. Don't talk about my girl Keiko like that.
Keiko.
Keiko's great. I love Keiko.
She's named after cake. For God's sake.
Japanese cake. Keiko.
Yeah. Keiko.
I love Keiko. No, Keiko's great. Ooh, something in my eye.
Some cake.
Silence, dog. Barking at nothing. Probably hearing me hit the closet door behind me.
But yeah, ends up.
This was directed by Avery Brooks.
Fucking what a baller! Hey, what's up with Avery Brooks? He's like, "I'm gonna give Jake some sniz for this episode." Fuck, he's my boy. give him some sniz.
He didn't write it. He just directed it.
I know.
But and the episode ends with Odo realized he can't control
he's
this
like,
kid.
this guy's fucking crazy.
Yeah, we're gonna and they were gonna like send him to a starbase.
Yeah.
For study, and even Odo was like, if you send him to a starbase, he's going to murder people.
Yeah, someone's getting fucked up.
Yeah,
Just give him a runabout. Let him.
Well, Odo takes him in the runabout. He's gonna drop him off somewhere.
Yeah.
Give him or probably held the Dominion. Hey, we have one of your, whatever. But like that's the only way it's gonna end.
Yeah.
Like you cannot control this thing.
And it was great. It was a good episode, though.
It was. It made me really thought a lot about New Trek and the character we have now, and just the whole idea of the Dominion and the way they operate. Which like the Vorta are genetically engineered. The founders are just they're assholes. But, you get to civil defense.
Yes, sir.
Civil defense. All right, so this was
this one's crazy.
This was what was I thinking of? I was thinking of another source of fiction when I was watching this. Like, I mean, basically they're stuck in a maze in a way,
and they make some fucking old Cardassian technology. What's it called? The whole thing's gonna blow up, right?
Well, so they're in the ore processing, which it's crazy. When they got the station, we're 2 years in, so I don't know what they were doing. Like, why don't we get rid of the ore processing station and like turn that into other different things?
Yeah.
But they're going through it. Maybe they are. Maybe that's what they were trying to do.
It's probably takes a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, it's probably a massive chunk of the superstructure in the lower area.
Yeah.
Near the reactor core. But Jake is like going through the files and he finds one, he can't delete it. O'Brien tries to, and it sets off an alarm. Yeah. Apparently it was a booby trap or some sort of security protocol that was left over by the Cardassians.
That was crazy.
And this was the Dukat ego stroke.
Yeah.
Protocol.
Yeah.
Because it's him doing the recording and everything, and he's just I feel like it's him stroking his ego.
You're gonna fucking die.
You're gonna die. Bajoran workers, I care about your safety. Please stop. I feel like it's him stroking his own ego.
Yeah.
But yeah, they set that off. They're stuck in ore processing. Everyone's stuck in ops. And it just gets worse and worse and worse as they're trying to override it.
Doesn't even get better till the end.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it doesn't. They technically don't even stop it. It does what it's supposed to do. It technically, it's going to blow up the station.
Yeah.
But first, we get Jake and Cisco and O'Brien like getting through the ore processing. They go up the tunnels. They go up that one ore tunnel, and they.
Yeah.
I mean, they like.
O'Brien gets murked again.
Where does it get murked from?
From the fucking fiery.
Oh yeah.
See,
yeah, when they're at the end, the very end. Yeah.
I thought your father told you not to come in here. It's like I'm fucking dying.
Yeah. We get all that. I mean, there's just so much stuff going on in this with those three, and then the main cast trying to like not have everyone in like the habitat ring die.
Yeah.
Because it's focused on the Bajoran workers.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Bajorans on, and other people like they're all in
which is
danger.
Hilarious, by the way. That it'll only kill these guys.
Yeah. Yeah. And it just keeps getting worse and worse and worse, and then eventually Dukat shows up.
Yeah.
Which is great. Oh, and I love how Garrick is able to like make his way through the station.
Yeah,
and he's like, that's like the first time ever being in ops.
Yeah,
and he's like, ironic that all my security codes still work after this. You think Dukat would have taken him, when he set this program up, but he's able to get to ops, and they start doing more stuff. Nothing's working.
No, it's fucked.
It gets so bad that the replicator up there creates a fucking like phaser turret.
Yeah,
it just start blasting people.
Dude, that fucking killed me. I was like, what the fuck?
Dude, like the Cardassians are about security.
They're about killing shit and security. They don't give a fuck. Well, we're starting to learn, like you said, they're not as bad, but like the bad ones, Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
the military doesn't give a fuck.
Well, Dukat shows up. Because I guess he somehow got a notification on his iPhone.
Yeah.
He got a Google alert for the security protocol being set off.
Who dropped a pin here?
Yeah. And he goes and he's like going to try and help. And of course, he's like, computer, disarm protocol, it's authorization code, whatever. And then it doesn't do it. And another guy shows up and he's like, Dukat, I knew you were going to be a coward, or I knew you were going to try and save yourself, you piece of shit.
Yeah, good going.
Yeah. And they're like, now we take away your access rights to this and you can't disarm it. We're going to blow up the whole fucking station.
Yeah.
And the whole thing is they figure out that they're just going to use the shields to absorb the overload, channel the overload out the reactor core through the shield generators, and absorb it through the shield. Genius plan.
Yeah.
I'm glad someone pulled it out of their ass. And of course it's up to Cisco and O'Brien and Jake
Crawl
to get
through
to
some shit.
they have to get to, like, I guess the shield controls.
Yeah.
And do it manually, and O'Brien gets
when they open that thing and it's just all fire.
It's all plasma fire.
We're just gonna go through there? Just do that little part?
Yeah, maybe just go. Why don't they just go a little farther down the hallway and get to another?
No,
they had like 7 minutes to do it, so they didn't have a lot of time.
We also need a reason for O'Brien to get his shit kicked in once again. Dude, it was so funny because I can't remember exactly what stopped him, but he's just like, oh!
Like, one of the conduits exploded.
Yeah, that's what it was.
But the explosion didn't even look that bad.
No.
It really did, and he's just like, he gets blasted, he like tries to get up, and he's like, oh,
yeah.
oh.
I should have done a sit-up. And then Jake pulls him out, and then he just looks singed. Like,
yeah.
He's just all soot. Looks like a chimney sweep.
And fucking Cisco
saves the day.
He uses all the little fucking data rods, puts them back where it's supposed to, and with like 2 seconds left.
Yeah.
Gets the shields online and does whatever they need to do, and it absorbs the implosion. It absorbs the extra energy, the overload, and we're good.
Yeah, everything's fine, I guess.
Definitely an exciting episode as they're going through stuff. There's some humorous bits just with Garrick, like being kind of smug going up there. The phaser turret in the replicator.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
I mean, Cisco's going to have O'Brien go in and take all that shit out of the replicator. Yeah. We're not allowing the replicators to make weapons
did they have
anymore.
That in there?
And then just Golden Cod getting fucking his ego stroked and then fucking kicked.
Yeah.
By his superior dude.
Good episode. This was our DS9 of the week episode.
Yeah, this was our station. The station sucks episode.
Yeah.
Meridian.
Yeah, because it's like Dax falls in love with people that we'll never see again.
Oh,
they're gonna disappear. This is actually my least favorite episode of the whole season.
Yeah, kind of boring. It was okay. It made sense. Obviously, Dax isn't going anywhere.
Yeah, and the first thing that guy asked her, how far down do those tattoos go?
Yeah.
I'm just
how far are your spots?
Asking for a friend. You draw me a picture and jack off to you later.
Jonathan Frakes directed this episode.
Damn it.
Damn
it, Frakes.
Yeah.
You love sick bastard.
He's always directing the ones with like sexual connotations.
Well, I'll direct this episode and they're addicted to sniz. They just can't stop touching themselves.
Oh, dude.
It's an alien race.
Yeah, I did not like this episode.
I'm not actually I said I liked every episode. I forgot about this one.
Well,
this one was okay.
I liked the episode. It's just near the bottom of, like, if you had to rank everything.
Yeah, as far as, like, it is the lowest episode of the season to me.
This whole thing with the planet phasing in and out of space-time or our dimension, and what's kind of neat, though, is that whenever they phase out of our dimension, they're all like one collective consciousness. Yeah. They don't age.
Yeah, time stops.
Well, I mean, I guess they have some sort of, some sort of recollection of, like, time.
But it's nothing like we would.
Exactly. But there's still some sort of collective consciousness that exists in some other dimension.
And Dax starts getting some wiener, and she wants to stay.
Yeah.
Become part of the consciousness.
Yeah. What?
Yeah. I'm resigning. I love this guy. I met him a day ago.
Yeah, we've been, we've talked for 5 minutes. We've had sex for the past 32 hours. We might as well.
You know what kind of wienering went on down there? We're staying.
Well, the thing about the planet is that it phases back into our space every like 60 years.
Yeah.
But every time it does, the amount of time it stays in our space is shorter and shorter and shorter. They think they figure out how to make it last longer. They think that it'll last like 60 years, or they can make it last longer, but nope, doesn't work.
Nah,
sorry.
And
when they figure out it doesn't work, Dax is on the planet, and the planet starts phasing, and she immediately starts asphyxiating.
Yeah.
Because she's getting she's trapped in normal space and trapped in whatever their dimension is. They thank God they could just beam her to the ship.
Yeah, because you would have been fucking just floating in space.
Yeah. And I don't know how the transporters were able to, like, pick her out of that.
It's just O'Brien up there, just like...
just artistically hitting everything.
Oh, God. Like, just rock hard, fucking typing on the computer with his eyes closed.
Ray Charles at a fucking piano, just... God.
And that's when I said, hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back. No more. Sorry. Fucking stupid.
The only good thing about this episode...
What's that?
...is the B-plot, which is funny. Do you remember the B-plot of this episode?
No. You gotta remember.
Our first our first appearance of Jeffrey Combs in the show. You know who Jeffrey Combs is, right?
I can't remember.
Reanimator. He was.
Okay.
Yeah, that he's going to play a major. He's going to play a major character later on. He's one of the Vorta. But Jeffrey Combs, he's Brunt, Liquidator Brunt. In this one, he's a character named Turon.
Yeah,
and he is like infatuated with Kira.
Yeah,
he's like trying to hit on her.
Yeah, he's trying to get. Yeah, he's literally trying to get fucking Quark to get her in there so that I can have sex with her later.
Yeah, he wants a Kira program.
And you get the great scene where he walks in and Kira's all like, you just see her legs and shit on the bed, and then it's fucking Quark's head.
Yeah, and you hear him just go, Quark!
Quark! Okay, I forgot. Okay, that made this episode bearable. I forgot. I was thinking that was another episode.
Yes, this is the only thing that made this episode bearable is the whole Kira Quark plotline with Jeffrey Combs, which Jeffrey Combs is fantastic.
Yeah, he killed it.
He is one of the best reoccurring actors in Trek. We're going to see him all throughout Deep Space Nine. We might see him once or twice in Voyager, and then he plays Shran, an Andorian in Enterprise, and he's fantastic as
what
an
kind
Andorian.
of alien was he playing in this?
I don't know. He was just an alien.
It was a weird one.
He had he was a weird looking guy.
Looked strange.
Yeah, definitely no one you're ever going to see again.
I love it when Quark's spying on her, and Odo's like, "Is he spying on you?" Like, I think so. And Quark's just like,
he's
just clearly right there, and he's like, "You're my millionth customer. You want a free holosuite thing?"
Yeah, I can take a picture and put it on the wall.
Yeah, this guy's gonna have sex with you in the holosuite. He pretty much was broccoliing him. You know.
Yeah. The one cool premise of the episode, though, with the whole vanishing planet, was that it's kind of based off in. You probably don't even know this movie, Brigadoon, which some of our listeners might, if they're old enough. It was a story that it's actually ironically one of my mom's one of my mom's favorite movies.
Really,
it's about a city in Tibet. It's basically like Shangri-La that disappears and reappears, and the whole thing is like there's like explorers, and they find the city.
Brigadoon. Yeah,
and time exists differently when you're in the city. All this stuff. It's a really neat little movie. I think they might be trying to remake it actually. But it was a really cool premise. But yeah, dude, like this was the only saving grace of this episode was the Kira
I forgot all about that. I was like that so much more that I thought it was a different episode.
Yeah.
1947, huh? So I just looked up Brigadoon.
Yeah, Brigadoon, yeah.
I gotta check this shit out. Okay.
Yeah. So let's get to the episode 9.
Yeah, fucking Riker.
Defiant.
Son of a bitch.
Well, you think it's
Riker's
Riker. It is Riker, just not our Riker.
It's the Riker that's pissed off
Thomas
about
Riker.
not having sex with Troy anymore.
Yeah.
But I love. Okay, so by the way, the greatest reveal that made me laugh so hard is when it's like, "I'm not Riker," and he peels off his sideburns. And you're like, "Oh my god, you're the other guy that grows his facial hair."
They should have just made it where he just had the mustache.
That was so fucking funny,
like the villainy mustache, dude.
Well, and also Kira's like, "I want to have sex with that guy." She just keeps thinking about him because Jadzia is like, "Why do you keep looking over at the room over there?"
Yeah. Well, obviously, actual Riker and Kira might have had something before. I mean, the Enterprise had already been on Deep Space Nine.
Looks like Dax and Riker had something too.
I think Riker and Quark might have had some at one point.
Riker's just constantly
getting it.
He's like Kirk. He is the Kirk of Next Gen in this era of Trek. He's just always laying down cock.
Yeah,
wherever he can.
Well, the one red flag that gave you like an indication that this Riker's funny was him and O'Brien.
Yeah, because he just stared at him, which I still didn't understand that.
Oh, Commander. Well, that's just it though. The whole thing was that there was nothing wrong. But O'Brien didn't know that, which made Riker had to put O'Brien off.
Yeah,
he couldn't let him figure it out.
Yeah,
so
he can't be talking to me
exactly. So he wanted to hit him with something like abrasive first. So O'Brien was like, "Fuck, did I do something?" And go away.
Yeah, Brian walked away like, "What the fuck?"
O'Brien and Will are fine.
Yeah,
they are just fine.
Okay, that makes more sense because when I first seen that, I was like, "What did I not remember?"
Yeah, he just had to get O'Brien off him. He had to be abrasive to him, and it all comes out to.
He's still in the Defiant to go fucking...
fuck the Cardassians.
Yeah, he's going to go fuck up Cardassians. He's got his own little ragtag crew of...
Yeah, well, he's with the Maquis now.
Yeah, the Maquis. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, and the whole thing was... it was kind of a weird way to go with Thomas Riker because
I kind of hated it.
Yeah, I wish he would have had the chance to become Will Riker.
Yeah,
maybe a little bit more, slightly different, but still have that leadership capability.
What if he was a reoccurring character on DS9 like Worf was? That would have been fucking sweet.
Well, we haven't got Worf yet.
I know it's next season, right? It's the first episode of the fourth season, isn't it?
No.
Oh, no, not yet?
Last episode of this season, I think. Oh, excuse me. No, Lord.
Oh, see, like I said, that's the one episode I fucking fell asleep on. I fell asleep on
I think Way of the Warrior.
Fucker. I'm going to watch it when
we'll get there. We'll get there.
Damn it.
Oh, man. So, yeah, he's the Maquis. Like, I guess somehow him spending all those years on the station back at TNG has just really fucked him up enough to where he just cannot follow chain of command. He's disobedient. He's insubordinate. I guess, not getting Troy.
I'm telling you, he lost Troy Sniz. That was the straw that broke the camel's back.
I guess.
Camel's penis.
Yeah, and then he just decided that everything happening in the demilitarized zone was wrong. He betrayed the uniform, just like Sisko's friend did in season 2. All that shit, and now he's a bad guy, and he steals the Defiant. I mean, they're destroying some stuff, but it's kind of a good thing he did.
Yeah.
Gul Dukat and Sisko take a runabout. They're trying to chase after him, and they end up going to a nebula. There's a star system and a nebula somewhere, and it's off limits. Actually, I take that back. Dukat comes and picks up Sisko in a Galore class. One of the Cardassian ships, and there's an Obsidian Order viewer there to oversee or some shit. She has no real power, but they end up going to a star system it's owned by the Order, and the Order is not supposed to have their own ships. They're not allowed to have any sort of military military items. They're just like an intelligence agency. But trying to find out, they actually have ships. They have a fucking shipyard in that system that's not supposed to exist.
Yeah. And
it's like, thank God Thomas Riker stole the Defiant and found this out.
We never found out.
Exactly, because even Dukat was pissed off about it.
Yeah.
Which I don't think Dukat really likes the Order anyways, because they obviously Dukat likes having power.
Yeah.
He probably doesn't like an entity having potentially more power or equal power to him. So it was a good thing, and knowing all this stuff happening, Sisko was able to use it to his advantage, because they were going to either destroy the Defiant or capture and kill everyone, essentially, because how the Cardassians, everyone's guilty until proven guilty, and they made it to where, okay, Riker takes responsibility, everyone else will go with the Federation. They'll get arrested. Riker will go, and in lieu of execution, he'll get sent to a labor camp for however many years.
It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, and he took the punishment.
Yeah.
Because at the same time, at the end, it kind of was a good thing for the Federation and the Cardassians, the Cardassian government, to realize that the Obsidian Order was doing some shady shit.
Yeah.
They needed to get in check.
No, I had a lot of stuff. I was just mad at Riker being a bad guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. This was a good episode only because of the political points of it with the Obsidian Order and how they're just shady motherfuckers. But yeah, I kind of wish it wasn't Thomas Riker.
Yeah.
Because I kind of liked back in TNG when he gets to go his own way.
Yeah, I was rooting for him.
Exactly.
That's why I was so upset, because I liked him better than regular Riker. In that
I don't know about that.
No, in a sense I did, just because
really?
he was. Yeah, because Riker was just kind of being a dick to him the whole time, and this Riker, I just liked that this Riker was more noble. He's not so much worried about rank and his job and stuff. He's more worried about family, and I thought that was cool, because Riker threw away his whole fucking thing with Troy and all this stuff just to become higher rank and move up the ranks in Starfleet. And I think that's very relatable to real life, where you're you sit there, chase fucking quarters your whole life trying to get a raise, get promoted, do all this, and then before you know it, you finally got this retirement, this raise, all this shit, and you're fucking too old to enjoy anything.
Yeah, or you're alone.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I really liked the other Riker a little bit better in that episode, just because he was more so in my opinion, level-headed.
But in this, he throws it all away to join a terrorist organization.
And that's why it fucking pissed me off.
Yeah.
That's why
Which, are the Maquis right? yes. Are they wrong? Yes. I mean,
well, and Star Trek does a very good. It shows you both sides. It paints everything gray. It's never really picking a side. It's not always picking a side or anything like that. It's a very gray area, and it paints it in a good picture so that you just see both sides. Like you always get.
Yeah, we're able to get that POV perspective,
and it's sick. So it's a good episode. It's just.
Well, it's ironic too that it always seems like our main cast is the one that the main cast is the group of people that get to decide what's black, what's white, what's gray. The actual governing bodies that are supposed to do that don't.
No.
The Starfleet is always so the HQ is always so disconnected to everything going on outside of the Sol system.
Yeah.
That's not on Earth.
Which makes sense though, because like
that's how we're every government.
Yeah, as far reaching as Starfleet is, like
I mean, that's even here where local governments are gonna. I mean, hell, we're getting screwed out of a fucking. The whole big thing with data centers going up everywhere.
Yeah.
Everyone that lives here. Everywhere, they don't want it.
No, I don't.
But your people that are your council members and your elected officials, they're going to put them up anyways.
Facts.
And like, dude, I don't know about you. Well, you're lucky. You're in an apartment, so you're not. Is your utilities part of your rent?
I believe so. Yes.
That's kind of lucky because I'm paying a mortgage.
Not my water.
Well, that's not bad. My water bill's still pretty good, but dude, my LG&E bill is crazy.
Yeah. Oh, actually, no. I take it back. I'm sorry. My water's part of it. My LG&E is.
Oh, have you noticed how much it's gone up?
Yeah, it's been fucking nuts.
And it's all because of this shit.
Yeah.
It's all this data center bullshit.
Yeah.
So like, dude, like I've lived in this house since 2018. I'd never broken $200 on a LG&E bill.
Yeah.
My last month's bill was $233. This month's bill I just got yesterday, $203.
That's disgusting.
What the fuck?
Your house is 55 degrees right now, so that you don't have to use.
Well, I just didn't feel like turning it back on.
Well,
I really,
saying,
yeah.
Like, you're trying, like.
Yeah.
Actively trying to not
make
it high.
Which I'm betting next month's will be a lot lower because I think the way they, I think their billing cycle, the area that they're looking for the billing cycle, I think I still had my heat on during all that. Okay. I think so my next one's still that high, I'm like fucking calling. But back to that.
Yeah, sorry.
But yeah, so this is a thing where we can relate to that.
You know why my light's red? Do these charge?
Oh, you've been muted, brother.
Are you serious?
Oh no!
I just did it though.
Oh, you're good. So just tap it. Just tap that red light until it turns green. Lightly tap it just once. Let me see it. There we go.
Do you want to pause and see if we missed anything?
No. Fuck it.
All right. Well, I might have been muted for a minute, y'all. Sorry, I don't know how these mics work.
Well, hopefully the gain's up high enough to maybe it picked up a little bit of
I just did it when I moved this up, which was only a second ago.
Because I had noticed it. I think we should be fine.
Okay.
I think we're fine.
My bad, y'all.
Yeah, you just got to watch how you're... Yeah. It's not... I wish it was like a switch, not a tapping thing, because then you would know if you done it.
Well, and this is my first time using this fucking thing. That's my bad.
Yeah, shout out to Fifine. I believe that's how you pronounce it. We got these great podcast mics. They sound great.
It's only $50.
Yeah, before we were using these little clip-on, basically like interview-type mics, wireless mics, that pretty good quality. I got them for like $20.
I think
they're pretty good quality.
These are nicer to hold, though. Like
and it feels real. It feels more real having these than the little thing,
facts.
Yeah,
and my mic's not going to die.
Yeah, it's plugged in.
One episode,
which obviously, I think as we get more and more stuff, I think you can buy the arms separate.
Yeah, I was thinking of doing that.
Maybe if we get like a table, we can have them connected to it.
I'll bring the arm over.
Yeah, we'll do something. So, but yeah, back to the episode. It just felt very relatable that Tom felt like he had to go do that because he saw an injustice, and the only way to combat it was to do something that is technically illegal.
Yeah.
Because the people that are supposed to be upholding the law and upholding the treaties aren't maybe not doing anything because they're not wanting to. It's probably because it's just out of their line of sight. Out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah.
Which, that's what happens when you're hundreds of light years away.
Yeah, it's not going to not going to be any attention paid to it.
But at least it ended on a good note.
Yeah, it was still...
I wish we would have seen Tom later. That maybe he spent a number of years in the prison and he comes back to Deep Space Nine and he's like apologized to everybody and he's like, I'm gonna go, I'm not gonna rejoin Starfleet, but I'm gonna go to here and I'm gonna live. I want to apologize to Kira. Yeah, maybe. But apologize to Kira and maybe he does something. But who knows? God knows. He might spend life in that fucking Cardassian prison. That's how they fucking do. But
fascination.
Come with me.
Everybody's all horned up.
Fascination. Yeah.
Like bad. Like Kira and
this is a little
Bashir.
Yeah, it's a little Oksana episode.
Yeah. She comes in, makes everybody all horny.
Yeah. This one, see, we get a lot of good episodes, but I'm not wanting these episodes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm just so amped up for Dominion War stuff.
That's
what I want. I want
to watch it.
Yeah. So I'm like, fuck. What? Can we get something exciting? And this is just a little character
It's
episode.
a funny episode though.
Oksana's back, but she's sick.
Yeah.
She doesn't know it. She's got xanthine flu.
Yeah.
And it's making her like hormones go crazy.
It's making everybody go crazy.
And it's making everybody else go crazy. And so we get here's our love polyhedron. Jake is attracted to Kira.
He loves his dad so much.
Jake is attracted to Kira.
Yep.
Kira attracted to Bareil.
Yep.
Bareil, well, that's normal though. The Kira Bareil normal because they're together.
Bareil is obsessed with Dax. Who can blame him?
Exactly. But then Dax obsessed with Cisco.
Yeah.
And I think that's it.
I think so.
Kind of our big, I'm sure there's other people trying to get
Bashir
stuff.
and Kira end up obsessed with each other though, much like real life.
Only in real life, yeah.
But they were making out hard.
Really?
Yeah, you don't remember like they were like making it like
yeah
across the whole ship, like they're trying to take care of shit, and they're just like
I forgot about that. Yeah. That happens later on though. Like the initial ones is your Jake and Kira and your Bareil, Dax, Cisco.
But I was still shocked. I was like, my God.
They probably were like, oh, you guys are actually probably dating in real life. You guys want to do it on camera?
Just start fucking.
Start doing it on camera.
Why not?
Be great. But yeah, her telepathic abilities and her hormones are like affecting everyone on the station, and basically they just gotta like they figure it out that she's sick, that she's the one caused it. And they,
trying to peel Bashir off Kira to get a fucking Kira.
Can you fucking hypospray her, please?
Can you get your thumb out of her ass and just fucking help us out? For God's sake, what's going on?
The only other plot with this episode is Keiko's doing her research stuff, but it's lasting longer than expected.
Yeah.
And O'Brien's kind of getting upset about it.
Yeah.
Like, dude, you're free. Chill out, dude. Like, because eventually, like, you start seeing him and Bashir start getting closer. And, like, now they're, like, best friends and shit. And they're doing darts. And they're going on holosuite trips. They're doing, like, Viking shit. And, and World War I.
Also, though, he was all excited to see Keiko. And she gets back and she's like, this dude I've been banging, he says that I shouldn't tell you about this.
Does she show back up in this episode?
No.
I think he gets a communication that she's just not coming back.
I'm just salty about what happened in that episode. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah. Is that this season?
Yes.
Okay, shit. I thought that was season 4. But right, yeah, and he's kind of upset about it. He's not excited to not see his wife. But I mean, he's got a holosuite, dude. Just go make a holographic Keiko. Yeah. Just borrow Quark's Kira program and just put Keiko in it.
Where's
and of course, I think Molly is with Keiko as well.
Yeah, so he doesn't have
his daughter either. So I could see that.
It's pretty fucked.
Yeah, but I mean, dude, I mean, vacation. You know what I mean? Like mancation,
long ass one.
Yeah. This was just basically Star Trek Midsummer Night's Dream, Shakespeare's Midsummer Night's Dream with the whole. I know you.
Stupid.
Yeah. There wasn't much this.
I'm always reading Shakespeare.
Nothing really stood out to me in this episode, funny wise. I mean, the whole love triangles were funny in a standpoint of like it was all unrequited stuff, and like the Dax Cisco one made me uncomfortable.
Really? Yeah, because it's like his best friend who he calls old man, and she's like, "I'll blow you."
Yeah, yeah. Curzon, no,
yeah.
Like,
Curzon,
still sees him as Curzon.
Damn it, Curzon! I've got a boner now. Stop touching my.
And then like another bit of like statutory rape had like Kira and Jake cooked up.
Yeah,
she's still 16.
Yeah, dude, that's what weirded me out about a Dabo girl too, because I was like, Jake's okay. I get that you guys are cool now. Jake's a child.
Yeah, Jake's a child.
Because if it would have been like, I don't know. I think if the roles would have been reversed and Jake had a daughter, this episode would have been a lot different. I mean, Cisco had a daughter.
Yeah. Or if Jake was the 20-year-old and the Dabo girl was 16.
That's what I'm saying. It would have been like, ah.
Yeah. I would hope that the age of consent in the Federation is still what we have today. I don't know what Bajorans be doing.
Yeah, because she was like, well, Jake, he's got a huge penis, and he's a lot older than you think he is for 16. That's the thing about Jake.
That's such a one-off episode.
No, 100%. That is the most one-off episode.
Yeah, it's nice seeing Majel Barrett every season.
Yeah,
I feel like she's been in an episode every season as Loxana.
Like
I love seeing Loxana. I love her, but it was the whole thing with the Bajorn. It was some sort of there was a festival going on. It was it was the Bajorn, the Gratitude Festival.
Yes.
And Bajorns have festivals for everything.
Every fucking
except
thing.
having like understanding of other cultures, apparently.
No, yeah. It's like when she told that one whenever she fucking met when they were trying to pair up Troy and the other guy, and they had the parents there, and she's like, he's thinking about me naked.
Oh,
bitch. Bitch. Why would you say, of course he is. But why would you say that?
Oh, man. So I got Past Tense, part 1 and 2.
I really liked this two-parter. It was like, it almost felt like a Terminator movie.
I'm checking some real quick.
This fedoras galore.
Okay.
For galore.
Hey, what do we got here?
We got a hostage situation. They're over like old Earth. They transfer down.
Oh, yes.
And they fuck up the timeline because the one dude, oh my god, I can't remember his name. The
Bell.
dude that Bell, who saves everything, dies. And you got Bashir and fucking Cisco on the ground, just living in fucking San Francisco, modern day. It was like quite literally like, I don't know if it's actually.
It's like 20.
It's 2024.
24, that's right. Yeah,
it's 2024. And it's funny because it was like, it just made me laugh because I was like, it's probably about it's pretty accurate for California.
Well, ironically, so they're called sanctuary districts, and we have sanctuary cities.
I know, it made me
and
laugh.
All the sanctuary cities are basically shitholes.
Yeah, where you can actually poop on the ground. You got an app that tracks poop.
Yeah.
Human poop found on the ground. But no, they get down there, and Dax ends up in the high life because she's hot. That's what happens.
Gets found by some rich CEO guy.
Yeah, and he's like, what's all these tattoos? Like, you would have sex with me, right? With enough money.
How far do they go?
Yeah, you know.
They go down far?
I have a lot of money.
Yeah.
Right? So, she's stuck with him. Cisco and Bashir are living in fucking poverty, getting their asses. Yeah, almost getting rolled by the fedora guy with long hair because they've got this, like, multiracial gang. It's like, he's all like, give me your food card. And then, they fight him. But, no, this is just a crazy episode. It's this. And then also, just saying, when they're getting processed, they're like trying to get all their identity and stuff. And they're like, fuck you talking? Like, we have no clue. Like, we're just here in weird jumpsuits. And, I don't know. This is a good episode. This is a good two-parter.
It's a strange two-parter. I'm never a fan of the episodes that take place in modern day.
Yeah, I get it. I mean,
I
am really excited about the Quark, Nog, and Rom episode where they go back and I want to see that. I'm so excited to see them thinking they're
Little Green Men.
Yeah. Oh, for real? Does it suck?
No, it doesn't suck. It's actually really good.
Okay.
I just don't like it because it's the go back in time and we're on Earth in whatever time period.
Plot.
It feels lazy, and this feels kind of lazy in a way. But the whole thing of that. They're literally somehow they've gone back to the perfect time to see a major event in Earth history that changes
that essentially ushers in.
It's one of those steps.
It's like the baby step to Starfleet.
Well, so this happens in 2024, but then World War III takes place in like 2050.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, because think about it, First Contact is in 2063.
Yeah, and that's when they meet
a few years after
the Vulcans. And
so this is just a major step. This is it's a step in
it's a step in world peace.
Well, I don't think it's the world. I think this is just an American thing.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because and also they're talking. I don't know if it's this episode or the part 2. Because they're at one of the rich dude's parties.
Yeah.
Chris Briner, whatever his name is. They're one of his parties, and like his co people that are at the party are talking about things in like the Eurasian front and like other parts of the world and how they all have different names.
Yeah,
they're like they kind of become conglomerates somehow or combined. So there's about like military stuff. I should have wrote it down, but the whole world is kind of fucked. But at least in America, the thing with America is the sanctuary districts where they're putting people that have no jobs and criminals and all this stuff.
And not giving anyone a chance to
exactly. There's no job opportunities. Obviously, there's jobs, there's companies, so where are all the jobs at?
Yeah, AI.
Probably.
But no, it's actually, it was a crazy episode because I thought it just seemed very fucking like accurate for 2024. Like it's just kind of crazy to watch it.
And of course, Cisco has to pick up Bell. Of course, the guy that gets killed is Bell.
Yeah.
And the one thing is that, based on that situation, I feel like it was something that was always going to happen. It was always going to be Cisco was going to be Bell. This guy was always going to die. Exactly. It was never just him. Or was it the fact that, because time is so fucking crazy, I feel like because time is what it is, Cisco was always going to be Bell.
Yeah, I think it's like when they found Data's head.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the way I seen it, too, is at the end, I was like, oh, well, that's just like, there was never a Bell, it was always Cisco.
It was always Cisco. Well, there was always Bell, but Bell always died.
Yeah, Bell died and Cisco saves the day.
Always comes back.
And the whole hostage scenario was nuts.
Yeah, which I don't even think we get the hostage scenario until part 2.
Yeah, it's part 2.
Because then the crazy thing is that while they're down there in the 21st century, back in the 24th century, everything's changed.
Yeah, the Federation goes away. They're out there. They can't even contact anybody. Everything's gone.
Yeah. And I was thinking about that too. I was like, how? Because have you seen First Contact, right?
Yeah, I love First Contact.
So in First Contact, whenever the Borg sphere opens the time rift with the chronoton particles, which is the same thing that somehow the Defiant is caked in chronoton particles. They pick it up somewhere or they do something. When in First Contact, they're in the wake of the rift. So they can see everything happening, changing, how Earth becomes Borg, but they're not affected because they're within the shielding of the temporal wake.
Yeah.
They go in. When I guess this is the same thing that happens here, is that they're coated in those chronoton particles on the ship, so it's protecting them from changes in the timeline. I guess. I don't think they even say that, but that's the way I saw it.
I was just like, they're good.
And the whole thing is they're going to start beaming down, using the chronoton particles to infusing them with the transporter to beam down and try and find...
Oh, also, one of those like security officers is in every Joe Dante movie. Yeah. He's in Gremlins. He's in X-Files. He's been
I'm glad you caught that.
Well, I can't remember his name, but he's been in every fucking Joe Dante movie, and he's been on X. He's a character actor that is just plastered through the 90s and late 80s. And so when I seen him, I was like, motherfucker, there he is.
Ironically, when I was watching this episode, I just finished watching Red Letter Media's 2 things of like ranking best Joe Dante films. And that's what I was like. That's why I immediately recognized. I was like, "That's fucking him," because I literally just watched it, even though it's like a year old already. I think that video, but
I didn't just watch that, but I watched that. Fuck, dude,
I watched that one.
The Red Letter, No, it's the Joe Dante.
Oh, the Joe Dante one, yeah.
Media episode. I watched that fucking. I think end of last year, something like that.
Yeah, it's been out for a while, but I had just finished watching it. And I watched
those guys hit so many niche things that I actually like. I'll just be flipping through and I'm like, oh, they're gonna review fucking every Joe Dante.
Watch the Sam Raimi one.
Yeah, I'm sure.
The 2-parter. It's
I'll
great.
have to watch. I love Sam Raimi, so that's I'm just saying, everybody. I'll shut up. It's one of my favorite directors of all time.
Oh yeah.
Went into the woods in his 20s, made one of the most cult classic, actually scary horror films with like $5. Speaking of which, sorry, I'm getting off topic, but other sad news: Bruce Campbell has been diagnosed with cancer. Ash.
What kind?
I can't remember. It's one that's like untreatable. But
well, just give us some ivermectin. He'll be fine.
Probably. But either way, I was sad about that because Ash, Bruce Campbell, Bubba Hotep. He's like one of my all-time favorite actors.
Oh, you know Bubba Hotep?
Fucking love Bubba. When that old black guy tells him he was gonna suck my soul out of my asshole. It's like Elvis in retirement, dude. What a fucking great movie.
Great.
At some point we will like. Not that we can, like, at some point we will have to do some random movie reviews when we run out of fucking sci-fi. We're going to have to.
Oh, for sure.
But yeah, go for it. My bad.
But so back to part 2. The riots start. Cisco's Bell. He does the Starfleet thing. He takes control of the situation.
Yeah.
Because of course one of the other guys that's involved is the fucking Fedora guy who is just a loose cannon.
He's an idiot.
And dude, Cisco threatens him multiple times.
So many times.
And that final time was
serious.
It kind of gave me chills the way he threatened him, and he got the picture.
Well, and Bashir fixed the one dude's son up, who was going to be the face of their new organization.
Yeah,
and they go and what's it called? Take hostages. Which, by the way, they had Spaz 12s with wood grips. That was fucking sick. Yeah. Those looked amazing. I'd never seen that before, and I was like, that's the coolest I've ever seen a Spaz 12 look.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, Fedora guy just wants to fucking blow holes in people.
Yeah.
He is just every 5 minutes. I mean, they fought him twice. They fought him and his gang twice.
Yeah.
Kicked their ass the first time because Bashir and Cisco know ball. They know how to fight.
They know how. They know the. I swear, Federation hand-to-hand combat is so weird.
Yeah.
All the double axe handles.
That's what I'm saying. They know the double axe handle hit.
The backhand, and
they probably just we found these old videos of fighting back in the Earth era, and it's just all like Macho Man. It's just all 80s and 90s wrestling. That's what they did.
Just leg dropping people.
Yeah. Like, you believe that? He came back from the dead. This is showing Undertaker.
Yeah.
Also, what I was about to say, there's an episode in this season, I can't remember exactly. I think it's when Kira's stuck in the fucking crystallized thing.
Yeah.
But Odo talks about how him and O'Brien go, what's it called? Kayaking, and they keep turning over, but they they sing old-time sea shanties. And they're like, what song? And he said, fucking Louie.
Louie, yeah.
Stop
sea
laughing.
Shanty. Yeah. Oh, dude. So yeah, back to the demonstration, to the riots. The whole demand is that the sanctuary cities be closed, or sanctuary districts be closed, and that they start giving motherfuckers jobs.
That's all they
just want a job.
Jobs.
They want a job
to be able to support themselves.
Stark contrast to what people want in the 21st century today. Nobody wants a fucking job.
No, they just want
this government benefits. But they want people to actually be given a chance to prosper. And at the same time this is going on, Kira and O'Brien are going to start using the transporter to they keep beaming down to different points. And they end up in 1970 San Francisco.
Yeah, and the fucking hippies come out of the van.
Well, the van's rocking, I think. The van's rocking.
They're
like, what the fuck? And they come out.
Two dirty, smelly hippies come out.
Dude. Oh, dude. Oh, that was so good. They went to a couple different places, didn't they?
Yeah.
Didn't they? They ended up in... I remember the 60s or 70s.
I genuinely only remember the hippie one because it stuck with me.
Yeah. And of course, the whole thing is they're trying to have a peaceful negotiation. Everything they want is wildly reasonable. But then, of course, the governor's send the National Guard in. We're just going to kill them.
Fucking kill everybody. Yeah, Fedora gets rocked.
Yeah, Fedora gets rocked. Cisco gets
He dies in front of Dante's friend, gets shot.
Yeah.
And so does the dad. The dad dies of the young kid that got the fedora put on his head.
Yeah. Which, luckily, that kid lived.
Yeah.
But, a lot of people die. Apparently, so the thing about the Bell riots is that they don't get resolved peacefully. The National Guard gets sent in, they fucking kill a lot of people, and then that's when, the media and, everyone around the country is this shit's fucked.
Yeah.
And they change it. They shut them down, and they make it better.
Yeah.
There's, so it was not a good thing. We're not going to see anything positive come out of this in the interim. It's going to be later on. It's going to be after this. And it's going to be a lot of word of mouth stuff because more than likely, Cisco was trying to, our two guards.
Yeah.
And then Our Lady, who was the receptionist lady.
Yeah.
They obviously can exist outside of the sanctuary districts. They probably live outside.
They're able to tell stories.
Exactly, tell stories of how Bell was actually this great man. He was he wanted
the noble terrorist.
The noble guy, and I assume that's how it went. Is all this word of mouth spread? It got through the media, and then
I think it was always Cisco.
Yeah, it could have always been Cisco, and the way we get out of it is that. So our Joe Dante guy.
Yeah.
He lets kind of walks them to the exit.
Swap IDs with some of the dead people.
They put them on dead people, and they kind of escort them to the perimeter.
Yeah.
And they kind of let them go, and that's where they meet up with everybody, and they beat back.
And then Cisco wakes up, and Bashir's like, "Check this out!" And he has a history book on the data pad, and it's just Cisco on there.
Yeah.
Which, God, like you said, I'm just curious. Did it always have his picture? Did they have a picture before? What's going on with that?
Yeah. Right. What if there was never a picture before?
And he's all, it'd be a lot of explaining to do to Starfleet.
Yeah. The temporal agent guys, temporal
Fucking
investigation
crazy.
guys.
Good.
They show up later.
Okay.
Yeah. Which
Great
I'm surprised they
episode,
didn't
though.
show up in this. But he just had to make a report to Starfleet. But
yeah, but it's a good two-parter. I was actually I love this whole two-parter.
Yeah. And this was inspired by real events, essentially. The Attica prison riots.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, fuck.
And
Attica.
And so and oddly enough, when I was watching this, the whole thing we were going on with was the ICE and the National Guard deployments to places that were being. I'm sure there are people that would allude to or that could make comparisons in a negative or a positive way.
Yeah, I mean, it's both. They're both right there.
It's both. I mean, it depends on your political viewpoint. Like, I'm sure we're both on the more, moderate to right-hand side of things.
Yeah, I mean,
we're thinking that... Well, go ahead. No,
I would say I'm straight down the middle. Like, I don't know. I'll always be straight down the middle. I always think that they just want us to fight each other so they can do whatever the fuck they want.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you, though.
Yeah. And I know there are people that, on the left or the right that can make comparisons of this, and the comparisons would be different. That, what we're living in and what that is are stark comparisons that ICE... Like, obviously, the sanctuary districts and all that stuff that happened in the National Guard, it's all bad.
Yeah.
And everything happening here is bad. And then the same thing when someone on the other side could say, well, they're similar, they're wildly different, so you can't call one or the other good or bad.
Yeah.
Which
I think it's just like the world. Star Trek paints the world well as it's gray. There is good and bad, but a lot of things that happen in the world and, nationally, stuff like that, it's all very gray. It's all very, fucking either one could be right at this point.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But great. Like I said, it was a great episode, and the fact that it was in 2024, I just thought was super interesting.
Oh, yeah, totally.
And then last episode of this episode.
Yes, we're going to do a two-parter, and we're going to finish with episode 13, and then we're going to come back, and we'll do the second part.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, let's get to life support.
Barile fucking...
Which, I wish we weren't ending our part one on this episode.
We can talk about it next episode.
No, I think we should finish it up because next episode, I think, is a good one.
Okay.
Heart of Stone. I think that is a good way to start. But it's going to be... It's odd. Okay, so we have Kira and her love interest.
Yeah.
And the next episode is Odo and his love interest.
Which was
connect.
Oh god, it fucked me up.
It was good. It was an interesting thing to do to put those two episodes back to back.
I think it was sick,
and I think it's a good way for us to end our first episode of season 3 with this episode 13.
Yeah,
and then start our next episode with that episode. Yeah. That's an episode way too much in that sentence.
You're good.
But right, so Barile and Wynn, Kai Wynn, they're on route to the station. There's an accident, and of course, Wynn's fine.
Yeah, she's good, but Barile's brain's all fucking
Barile is fucking... Yeah. Barile is fucked. Like, he is absolutely fucked. He basically dies.
Yeah.
And Bashir, being the
medical
idiot
genius.
The idiot medical genius, sees like one motor neuron on fire and brings him back to life.
Yeah.
Horrible decision.
Yeah, just made it worse.
Just literally made it worse. But the only reason they were coming to the station was because they were doing peace talks with the Cardassians.
Yep.
And Wynn was going to lead them, even though it was Barile doing all the initial talking with whatever Leggett or Gull they were talking with. So Barile's the mastermind of it. Wynn is just the dumb bitch that's allowed to lead it because she's the Kai.
Always.
Fucking hate her.
I hate
her so much.
And that's just like I said, that's just a testament to how well she plays that fucking character.
Indeed. But so of course, she needs Barile alive, so she's fine with, Bashir bringing him back to life and him being a fucking damn near a vegetable.
Yeah.
She's fine with it as long as she gets what she wants.
That's the way she's always is.
Exactly.
As long as she gets what she wants out of it, fuck everyone else. Bajor included too. I don't think she gives a fuck about Bajor. She does, but it's like
only if it benefits her.
Only if she's elected.
Yeah. So Bashir starts him on this treatment. And it's something that keeps his brain alive, but it's killing the rest of his body.
Yeah. It needs to go in stasis.
It's ivermectin. No, yeah. He's like, you can have brain function, but I mean, your organs are going to start shutting down. You're going to lose all this shit. Now, I can put you in stasis. Yeah, he says stasis, and we can figure out a way to keep your brain alive with that, and I can keep your organs alive. Or if you don't, and you stay conscious, you're gonna die.
He's like, we can Walt Disney you right now.
Yeah, and they're gonna do it. All this shit. It's Vasican. Vasican's the treatment. But
Vasican.
Okay, no, I'm sorry. The Vasican is the treatment for his body's damage, but that causes brain damage.
Exactly.
And so he's like,
Barile's like the same guy.
Yeah, Barile does it. It like kills half his fucking brain.
Fucking horrible.
And Bashir turns him into a cyborg.
Yeah.
He puts a positronic net in his other, one side of his brain, and it's just not the same. He's like this robot, lobotomized robot. It's terrible.
It's fucking terrible.
Poor Kira the whole time is torn between wanting him to either, let him die.
Yeah.
or have some sort of peace with Voyager. She's torn between like her two duties. One is like to her people,
and then to
him.
Her two touchiest subjects. You know what I mean? Bareil and Voyager.
Yeah.
The two Bs.
And then everything just gets worse.
Yeah, and it ends so fucking sad too, bro. Like the ending, she's just like talking to him while he's dying. Yeah. He's got all that shit hooked up to his head. Yeah. Looks like a cyborg or something.
Well, he does die.
Yeah, he dies.
When, of course, the treatise is a success.
Yeah.
And she takes all the credit.
Yep.
And he dies.
Bitch. Fuck Wynn. I hate Wynn.
The only good thing about this episode is there's a kind of a humorous B plot with Jake and Nog. Do you remember that part?
I was so pissed off by Bareil. What refresh my memory?
Jake and Nog, they're obviously they're best friends.
Oh, they go on a double date.
They do the double date because Jake, well, him and Nog's not getting no bitches.
Yeah, look at him.
So like he's like, okay, me and Jake are hanging out. We're doing our thing, and then he's like, oh, we're gonna hang out, and Jake's like, oh, I've got a date, and he was like, oh, with her,
and it's the girl from Saved by the Bell.
and then and he like Nog kind of self-invites himself to the date, and make him bring a girl.
Which I love the way Nog did it because he just totally didn't understand.
Yeah.
He's like, well, we'll both have her bring a friend then.
Yeah. She has a friend for me, right? And then of course they're at the dinner. And he's an alpha.
Yeah, he's
alpha the whole
hysterical.
time.
And he's doing all and Jake doesn't know what Ferengi love interest is like. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he doesn't know anything about that type of part of Ferengi culture.
Cut up my food.
Yeah,
like, I didn't even ask her to chew it.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's like,
and then he's like,
God, she's boring.
No, and then he goes, he cackles, open mouth laughs, and goes, she's so dumb. And that fucks up the whole thing.
Oh my God!
I was like, Jesus.
Yes.
Also,
Nog's awesome.
Nog is so funny, bro. But what I love too is the Jake growth spurt is so apparent when him and Nog are standing side by side. I was like, Jesus!
He's literally two Nogs.
Yeah, look at poor Nog, bro. He's like, fucking.
Yeah, dude.
Nog's teeth. But no, that whole thing was hysterical. They stopped talking. Jake gets Nog arrested by Odo to go to the brig.
So they could talk. Just so they could talk. Yeah.
It was hilarious. And the Nog figures it out instantly.
Yeah.
He's like, my father would be here or would be scolding me. That's not happening.
Yeah.
He's like, I haven't done anything. Me and you aren't even talking.
Yeah.
But that was a great episode. I love Nog and Jake's friendship. It's hilarious.
Very good dynamic between them. Something that we never got with Wesley too. Is he never really had.
Who the fuck wants to be friends with Wesley?
Apparently, Data and Geordi.
Wesley, anytime you said anything, he'd just be like, he just correct you. Like, if you ever fucked up one sentence, well, actually.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Wesley.
Yeah. But I think that's a tough way to end our part 1 episode on a kind of a sadder episode with an oddly humorous B plot.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got death and dating.
Yeah, I forgot all about that because I was so pissed off by Bareil. I was like, damn, dude, let's fucking take him out.
Well, I think we end our part 1, our season 3 Deep Space Nine episode.
Yes, sir.
Part 1 on that, and then we'll come back and we'll pick it up on episode 14 with Heart of Stone. So until then, stay tuned, folks. We'll catch you.
Love y'all so much.